I gotta look up all these details and shit.
Maybe you should read a study, maybe a medical study.
I should read a study.
What does Biden say about?
Is this the whole show? Is the whole show just Biden and medical shit?
Yes.
Let's do. Is the election? Is that our problem?
What medical shit?
COVID. Oh, we can't.
I thought you were saying obesity.
Obesity is the medical
problem.
That's the big problem.
Diabetes as a sidebar.
Obesity is a white privilege problem.
Diabetes.
Obesity is a woman problem.
The coof. No, the coof.
Well, you said it.
I know a bunch of obese guys who don't give a shit.
As a woman.
I have a bunch of friends who are obese. I can talk about it.
Yeah. I have an adipose friend.
What's adipose?
That fucking fat
like
tissue.
Whale?
No, it's that fat tissue is adipose tissue.
I've never heard of that. Where's that? What part of you is that tissue?
All of it.
Like
well, all of you.
When it's hanging out?
Yeah.
No, that's a lymphedema.
What is that? I don't know any of these terms.
A lymphedema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that thing Ralph has?
I thought you read medical studies.
What do you
Jesus
mean?
Christ.
I
Alcoholism?
love medical studies.
Oh, yeah. People have a theory.
What do you mean, what's that thing Ralph has?
No, people have a...
What did you mean by that?
I heard about this. No, it's like a Curtis.
You think you can curry Nick's favor by shitting on Ralph?
No, I'm just...
No, there's...
Look at how uncomfortable you are already.
Well,
just being this close to Nick.
I'm just feeling out, you know, if it's going to be the two conservative douchebags ripping on the liberal for like 2 hours, then all right.
That's why you're uncomfortable?
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm preparing to be the focal point of some ire.
Wait, you're a liberal, right?
Yes.
So you've had...
Wait a minute, is that why you think, is that what you think is going to be happening? Conservatives versus liberals here?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I was just going to ask, since you're a liberal,
yeah,
that means you've had anal sex. This can't be more uncomfortable than that.
Had anal? Wait, do conservatives not have anal sex?
No, I've had it. What do you mean?
You mean taking it?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
That's what I'm talking
about. But you've given anal.
I don't discuss that.
Okay. That's not good in the eyes of
Christ,
would
bring Jesus back, would you get pegged?
No.
Really?
That's like your whole thing.
I'm not taking one for that team. No way. This is God.
I would take one up the ass for Jesus Christ.
You would?
Sure.
He can do it on his own. He doesnn't need your help.
Well, God can do a lot of stuff on his own, Nick.
He just kind of,
you know, like all of this, like fixing all of this stuff.
Right. So if he's saying you need to get pegged, I'm like,
no, that's a test.
Listen,
like
asshole.
Abraham killing his get pegged to bring my son back. No, you passed.
Exactly.
If you say no, then Jesus comes back.
I get it.
Well, but see, if it was Abraham, you'd have to like put the leather bit in. You'd have to lay down naked, ass up. The guy would have to be there, like about to penetrate you, and then an angel would come in and stop him and be like, "No, you have to stop." Right. And then because that's what he did with Abraham.
Oh, yeah. You know, I went to that place where that happened.
Yeah.
Where Abraham was
hell where he tried to kill his kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Israel. They have a printout in a piece of in a plastic sheet that's in there that's masking taped to a gate that says this is where
Abraham tried to kill, or whoever tried to kill Isaac.
It was Abraham, yeah.
And they're serious, Nick.
Yeah,
they really mean, and it's right across the street from Jesus's corpse.
It's all in the same place. It's like a 12-block area is the entire Bible.
It is interesting how far the Jews did not travel. I love the map.
Would you?
What?
Would you travel as a Jew?
No, but I also wouldn't tell people like, we had to wander through the desert for 80 years when it's like, you guys just kind of went in a bunch of circles.
You just went in a circle.
Yeah, they're just walking around the block. Like,
I think you guys just got lost, man.
It's like 30 miles. You just walk in one direction instead of turning.
All right, are we ready for the show?
I'm pretty sure I
thought
saw
we
that
were
rock
live
already, Mo.
No, that's the cold open, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, all your comedy gold.
No, I'm just saying.
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from nuclear war to butts that are sore. You. About Putin.
Okay.
I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Links.
Good rhyme there, Dick.
Joining us together in studio is Nick Rekieta.
The man, the myth.
Hello.
the legend.
Wow. What a talk about.
He stumbles on legend.
I was trying to think of what would be funny to put there, and I'm like, I got
guy.
nothing.
Vito's trying to kiss ass desperately because of all the mean things he said about Nick.
No, I don't say mean things about Nick.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
No,
We had a
you
little.
didn't call him. You didn't call him retarded.
Did I call him? Well, I call everyone retarded.
You didn't call him a grifting psychopath.
I call everyone a grifting psychopath.
But that's
there's
true, though.
I've not treated him any differently than I treat everyone else.
As long as you say true things, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay,
Grifting
you guys
psychopath.
patched it up.
I'm proud of Nick.
That was a tense moment
I'm proud
upstairs.
of Nick.
That was like the Yalta conference.
I'm proud of you.
I
have
think you're
grown
knocking
so much.
it. Well, I'm always growing.
I'm not
That's part of the
talking about
problem.
your fats.
Well,
I'm saying you've grown so like you showed up on InfoWars. It was very brave.
that was fun.
You got banned from Twitter and then ban evaded on Twitter, which is very brave to do. Because I mean they were just enforcing their terms.
I'm not back on Twitter.
Well, okay, you got an assistant or whatever.
I got an assistant to run.
I mean, you have so few followers now. It is basically like you're not on Twitter.
I know, it's great. It's much better than it was before.
Do you miss having like clout?
No.
Looking like a big shot. Women would be like, wow, that's a lot of followers. Now you're like nothing.
Yeah. It's great because everyone leaves me alone and I can just be a little like pissy piece of shit and nobody can call me out for it. It's back to like when Twitter used to be fun for me.
How many followers did you have?
Failing.
I had about 30,000.
God, it fucking sucks.
To lose all that?
Yeah.
No, this is great.
I mean, I guess.
I couldn't.
Best decision I ever made, getting banned from Twitter. That's what he's saying.
The only bad thing,
best thing that ever happened to me.
I've said this. The only bad thing is losing the networking and the verifieds who followed me and shit. But I'm doing
losing the account is the only bad thing. You're saying
losing the account, which is what? Yeah, that's the worst part. The worst part of losing the account is losing the account.
You're saying it was the growth that Vito showed by flagging InfoWars and then going on InfoWars.
That was beautiful. It's amazing.
I mean,
learned so much.
It was a pretty good bit.
It's like,
but my problem is not with Harrison Hill or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I like that guy.
Now you're shitting on him. See? Now you're shitting on another guy that might be in studio someday.
I like him.
Or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. That's very disrespectful.
I don't remember his name. Isn't it Harrison Hill?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, but you wouldn't say whatever the fuck that guy's name is. So that's so derogatory.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, you guys are nitpicking.
Harrison Hill's great.
Yeah, I know. He was a very nice guy.
Hired by Alex
Whatever
Jones.
the fuck his name
a
is.
psychopath, who ruins the lives of dead children's parents. But sure, I mean, whatever.
How did he ruin their lives?
Wait, you think the worst thing that happened to those parents was that Alex Jones made fun of them?
All right, well, to be fair,
we were okay with our kid being shot in the fucking face, but
let's just pile on.
A fat guy in Austin.
Let's just get a little more.
You're the victim in the Sandy Hook shooting. You are the victim.
I would say I'm part of the victimhood here because I cared for those kids.
What a fucking liberal!
I drove past Sandy Hook when I was living in Massachusetts.
Did you
drove through Connecticut?
Drive by? You did a drive by at Sandy Hook?
I saw the sign exit Sandy Hook, and I made a little,
What's that?
The sign of the cross. Poured one out for the kids. I love those kids.
That's great. Very Catholic of you.
Do you do a sign of the cross?
When I'm in Catholic church.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you go to church every Sunday?
We do church at home.
Me too. I do that. Faster.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
What do you mean?
Dude, I do an overnight show, so I go to bed at like 5 in the morning on Saturday.
So you can't go to church.
Do you prepare a sermon for your...
No.
Oh, you watch somebody?
Yeah, our church, it's like right down the block. And in the summers, sometimes we'll walk over there, but it's cold in the winter, right? Mm-hmm. And so you gotta try and get 5 kids up and dressed and over to a church. It just doesn't work.
I mean, getting kids dressed...
What the fuck does that mean?
But I'm about the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Let's get these kids undressed. You know what I'm saying, Vito?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Jesus
God. Now I have to build. I have to physically staple you guys to the wall before shooting you.
This whole
You think you're gonna win? I'm gonna call my boys at the top, right? Hey, this guy's hassling. This guy's hassling me for taking little kids' pants off. Take them out.
Wait,
take them out.
Are you talking about the
homo, pedophile,
the
elite?
pedo the
you
pedo
got no
black
chance.
ops? The pedo black ops are gonna come and take me out. Very concerned about
Epstein's army, man. They're still out there. They haven't caught all those guys.
Last week. Nuclear war.
What was with the voting this week? It was all fucked.
Excuse me?
I went and I checked, and Vladimir Putin was destroying. And then all of a sudden, Dick's problems. Dick being the only guy with access to the back end. Goes, wow.
He writes WordPress scripts. That's what he does.
Again!
I don't know, man. It was just jumping around like crazy. It was weird.
Well, it's been a rough week.
Yeah.
Whereas Putin is concerned.
Oh, you think people's opinions on Putin have softened?
Yeah, they realize he's right. They see all these women taking their shirts off, and they see like Russians getting banned from stuff, and Russian cats are not allowed.
Did you even think about the thoughts, Vito? Did you even spare a moment of your copious amounts of time?
Have Russians been banned from
Russian women?
From OnlyFans?
They were briefly, and then they got brought back.
Yeah,
because the weight of OnlyFans average jumped up about 30 pounds. Like, we gotta get these broads back. Get them back in.
Look, Rolling Stone did an article and saved them.
Well, it seems unfair to, take away their ability to do sex work, which is very
bobs
important.
And vagina.
Yeah.
Very important.
Very important.
I have to see their uteri through their vagina on OnlyFans.
Can I still get a Russian mail order bride, or is that all shut down as well?
You can get a lot of Ukrainian ones. You could probably get a 2-for-1
Yeah, the
special.
Ukrainians are probably real cheap right now. I would imagine they're desperate.
Oh, yeah, you need money to have a Russian order bride.
Actually,
do you?
I don't think you do.
That's the point.
No, Russians are poor too. You need some money.
No, we were doing this on Flashcast. Cecil was showing the promo videos from the Ukrainian mail order bride service.
Yeah.
Where you like go over and hang out with like 30 Ukrainian women.
Oh, wow.
And it's and I don't know that those guys had any money at all, like just enough for the ticket.
And they got a pick of 30 women?
I don't know how
the women kind of pick you. Like, you can't just like grab one.
But trust me, their standards are very low.
Yeah.
Very low.
That really tickled you. You're like, I'd figure it out somehow.
Yeah, I'd figure out how to.
Yeah.
No, like you should watch some of these. Their standards are.
And then, but isn't like the package, like you pay the guys like $20K for the whole thing?
I think you have to fly them over. You have to pay the legal fees.
Are you guys talking about the Scores tour? A bunch of those models, big tip models on a boat that you cruise around with?
You go over there and you like, basically there's like a bunch of Ukrainian women and you like speed date all of them, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a
and
service.
At the end of it, you hope one of them is like, please take me back to America and save me from this hellhole.
And that's what Putin doesn't want?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him then. I should have voted that up.
That's what he's trying to shut down.
Price of admission was next.
See, I'm surprised that was number 2.
Yeah, but that's like, everything's expensive.
What the hell's price of admission mean?
Just that like ball games cost more, Disney tickets cost more.
Everything's expensive.
What do you mean so? That sucks.
Who cares?
Well, people who want
everyone
to go
who's not
to
rich like you.
things.
Maybe they should get rich.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Give us
You
some
just
of that.
go find money.
Yeah, just run live streams where people donate hundreds of thousands
I've
of dollars.
been telling people for years, just do that. And they don't
People
listen.
we're doing it right now. Has anyone donated $1?
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because they hate us.
Do you have super chats turned on?
We do have.
I don't know
super
if
chats
I
turned
have
on.
them turned on.
We get some super chats, but
guys, what the hell are you doing? Put some super chats in the show. Ask me a stupid question.
No.
Exactly. We'll read them all.
Yeah, we read
Vladimir Putin was third.
At least it was positive. I thought it would go negative.
Yeah. And then
your stupid
flip-flops break.
Flip-flops break.
Who
That's
said
bullshit.
They said that's not a problem?
Yeah, they downvoted that.
Do these people even wear flip-flops?
They probably don't leave the house.
Fucking embarrassing. If you've ever had a flip-flop break, like on my last
It's
one.
the worst thing that ever happened to you.
Oh God, are we
My
doing
last
this
one,
again?
the sole, the bottom layer of the sole, like tore away.
Yeah.
And so when you walk, it falls down and scrapes on the concrete.
I know.
I fucking hate it.
I know.
It's terrible.
You have a relationship with your
right.
flip-flop.
Mine
and then you
I
have
don't.
to. Do you wear them?
No, you were supposed to give me a pair.
Take them. I got them.
All
I'll
right.
give them to you.
I'll take
Mine
them.
are from Florida, and they have drains in them. So you walk in the water, and it literally drains and pours out the side. It's
That's amazing.
They're great, and they're comfy as shit.
Okay. Hale Keyser said Putin did nothing wrong. The right to secede.
Go ahead. Go on. Continue.
Is it going to be like that? Like, are you part of the resistance?
I am.
Now
part of
you
it.
just
Yes. I am
scream
joining-
and rant.
I support.
Vito, have you
I
considered
support
joining
Ukraine.
Femen?
Which one is? I thought Femen was the feminist
Yeah.
fighting thing.
Yeah.
Are they in Ukraine right now?
Dude, Ukrainian Femen is the greatest feminist organization on the planet.
Oh.
Are they really?
Yes.
Oh. What do you mean? Why are they the greatest?
They're very effective.
Are they the ones that painted their tits different colors?
Yeah, they're the ones
Took
who are
their
always
tops off?
they're naked.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah. That's
Well,
the
as a
whole-
woman,
that's the whole
I should
shtick.
support
That's what I'm saying.
my fellow women.
I saw a shot of a bulldozer bulldozing all those naked, half topless ladies with their tits painted into a ditch. And I said, that can't be real.
Every time Putin does something like that, I support him a little bit less.
Oh my god!
These women, did they turn on the news and put their fingers in their shirts just getting ready to rip them off, do you think?
When the news crews come through, probably.
They're like,
They're prepared.
that's it.
Yeah.
Here I go. Okay.
It's all about the propaganda war, Dick.
Putin did nothing wrong. The
Yes.
right to secede should be universal. That's what he says.
Wait,
That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
he's saying the Ukrainian right to secede, those two territories that
Yeah,
are
the Donbass
okay.
right to
Nazis.
secede.
Okay, I was going. Okay,
They don't want to be
gotcha.
part of a Nazi country.
Yeah.
They don't want to be part of Ukraine.
Which you said Biden paid for Nazis to come
The
in?
CIA
Oh, the
funded.
CIA.
The CIA funded.
I couldn't find any sources on that.
Well, why would the CIA tell you
Well,
what
why
their?
do you know? Who's your CIA contact?
When did we figure out that the CIA was funding Al Qaeda?
All right, where'd you hear this? On InfoWars?
I fucking heard it by having a clue.
All right.
About what's going on
All right,
in the
Dick
world.
figured it out through the fucking
Brain paint
ether.
says listening to Dick protect Putin from criticism is hilarious. A dick talking out of his ass.
That's
You
clever.
are so goddamn contrarian. You have to literally take any position just to be edgy. Wow.
I think you have to agree with that guy to be edgy now,
No.
because that's the edgy take.
His take?
Yeah, his take is that you're a piece of shit, and so you need to take that take.
Oh, yeah. But I have to disagree with him.
No, you have to agree with him,
No.
because
that's not
everybody
how-
else.
This guy. Welcome to the arguing department, Nick.
This isn't an argument. This is abuse.
You guys are being too contrarian today.
I love that the U.S. You can't point to one thing the U.S. government has ever done correctly, but I say, well,
Putting fluoride in the tap water.
no, that's not. I don't think that was.
Now we have better teeth. We don't have as many cavities.
Flint, Michigan agrees with you.
Yeah. Well,
But you criticize one thing they're doing, and you're a contrarian. Like, well, they've never done anything right. What do you mean? How's that contrarian?
they've done some things right.
What did
Name-
they do?
I don't know. I didn't bring a
The
list
Trail of
with me.
Tears.
Slavery.
Setting up
Vito
a
says that
democracy.
the
I did
U.S.
not say slavery.
He did.
I did not
I
say
heard
that.
that's what he didn't say.
They did not do a good job doing
How about
democracy.
ending slavery. That's always
They didn't
the
do that
talking
fucking
point.
either.
Whatever.
They said if you're a criminal, you're still a slave. They even wrote it in there specifically. We're getting rid of slavery unless we bust you doing a crime. Well, what are the crimes? Being black. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Democracy, they did terribly. They made a republic. They took democracy straight out of the hands of the people and put it into a list of 535 rich assholes who you hate.
The interstate highway system is a good one.
No, that's how they controlled the drinking age.
Atrocious.
All right, we're going to build you guys highways, but drinking's got to be 45.
Not to mention, it took 70 years to get them to allow states to control their own speed limits because of the interstate highway system. It was 55 miles per hour growing up.
You guys just hate everything. The national
Yes!
park. How about the national park system?
Fuck the
huh?
national
Good.
parks.
Take land away from private landowners.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So
Why?
everyone can enjoy it.
I'm a contrarian, though. Incarnadine says you'd think the black dwarves would be taller.
Why? Yeah. Taller than a regular dwarf.
Don't you?
No.
Like,
All right.
maybe there's been black dwarves this whole time, but you think they're just
No.
regular people. They're so tall.
Every short black guy is actually just a fucking tall dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And they're sneaking away with it in Lord of the Rings. Stefan Johansson says, does Dick not remember Trump withholding military aid from Ukraine unless they came up with some dirt on Joe Biden? Listening to Dick this episode is fucking embarrassing.
I agree.
Does that person not remember Joe Biden withholding billions of dollars in aid money to Ukraine?
And bragging about it.
Unless they fired the guy who was politically opposed to the company that his son was working for?
What do you think about that?
Is that what caused this? You were trying to say Hunter Biden caused this conflict.
Well, why is he getting so much money?
So it's just, you just have conspiracy theories. You just go, well, there's money, so therefore something bad happened.
Why is he getting
Hey
so
Vito,
much?
have you ever made a painting? Have you painted anything?
I think so.
Have you ever sold it for $500,000?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not Hunter Biden.
Why did he get so much money, though? from those energy companies.
All sorts of yes. Okay. There's corruption.
What's that sound? Is that the sound of like a liberal short circuit?
All these politicians are all fucked, and Trump's kids get all sorts of magic kickbacks and whatever else. It's all.
Is there a war going on in Queens right now for Trump's kids, or why did he get all the money?
Why did Trump? Why did Trump's kids get all the money?
No. Why did Hunter Biden get all the money?
He is a very talented young man who has nothing but the future in front of him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he has the cuties audition tapes on that laptop.
He's got something on there. I'd like to
shit into an NFT.
I'd like to see those.
A high-velocity mouse assassination mechanism, says Vito. I trust engineers more than I trust heads of state. You said that. An engineer says, I took a look at this machine, and it seems that 13% of the components are causing 50% of the problem. So I recommend we get rid of them.
All right.
That sounds like a very broken machine.
Engineers.
Would you agree with that engineer if he said that?
13% of the components.
Yeah.
Causing half the problems.
Yeah.
Well, you'd want to probably replace the 13%.
Yeah, what would you say?
I would say the components clearly just need to be elevated to a different part of the machine where they can affect greater good within the system.
The components are white, though. Did I tell you that?
Oh, they can be any color they want. The point is they're just in the wrong places, maybe have historically been installed incorrectly.
So you don't trust
time
engineers.
to put them where they belong. No, the engineers
in their own component, in their own machine.
No. Same machine, one machine.
Maybe a machine that works differently.
Were these parts brought in from a different machine, like that's far away?
They were forcibly interjected into the machine, and now we will learn to accommodate.
So you're saying, but you're saying they should go back to the machine that they came from?
No.
That's what I hear. It's weird.
All the machine parts are interchangeable. We all fit together in a complex web of sprockets.
Unless it's Star Wars, then it's a big problem.
Yes.
Vito, would you agree with me that Palpatine was misunderstood and that the Jedi is a secret police operating outside the authority of the Empire State?
Well, yeah, the Jedi are bad people.
Thank God. Dude, we're with it.
The Jedi is a fundamentally corrupt organization as well.
I'm 100% on board with this.
Except for their kid stuff. Abducting kids.
No, that's a part of why it's terrible. Abducting kids, telling them you're not allowed to love, and then like freaking out when they have natural human emotions.
Do you think they force touch the kids?
I think that Grogu went through some horrible things.
The midichlorians are in everything, so just embracing them as a concept means you're touching kids.
Exactly.
I think Baby Yoda's traumatized from whatever happened on Coruscant. That's what he's blocking out. And when Luke Skywalker went to his memory, he's like, "Oh God."
Okay, I'm the winner, so it's my
congratulations.
Thank you. Nuclear war.
It's a good one.
You still feel badly about?
No. I think nuclear war is a fairly very big problem.
Your audience voted up nuclear war as a big problem.
Yeah.
Have they ever name a nuclear war?
This one.
It's not a nuclear war.
World War III.
He's got a good point.
Once you have a nuke, aren't they all nuclear wars?
No, literally 0 nuclear wars have ever happened. We've had a nuclear finish, right? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but we've never had an actual nuclear conflict on this planet.
Yeah. So you're saying because it won't happen that it's not a problem?
I haven't seen evidence that it is a problem.
Well, did you vote?
No.
That's why. There we go.
I would have undone the entire vote with mine. It would have been great.
My problem is
flip-flop breaking.
Keyboard warriors.
Oh.
Guys who talk a lot of shit when they're on the internet.
Yeah.
Calling people names, acting like a tough guy.
Yeah.
But then when they're there in person, they don't do shit about shit.
All right.
They're just a big smile, sheepishly, looking at coming. You know, they're in person. They're just all of that bravado and boasting and
it all fades away.
It all fades away like nothing. Like they're a paper tiger. Online, they're furiously typing.
Right.
You're a fucking whatever. Putin.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. Fuck, I don't need you. Fuck you.
Fake lawyer.
I'm gonna go. You're a fake lawyer.
Shit like that.
They say this.
Yeah.
They say this stuff because they're on the internet, where nothing bad can happen. But then when they're in real life, they're just like the nicest guy.
Yeah.
They're like, can you tell me how to do better on my YouTube?
What the fuck did I say that? I didn't fucking say that.
Wait, he's talking about you?
Yeah, is this just a general problem?
Yeah, I'm talking about guys on the Ukraine volunteer army subreddit talking about how tough they are. What are you talking about? They're like,
are those guys
Putin's
going
a
over?
fake lawyer.
Yeah.
He's a grifter. All his fans are dumb. Stuff like that.
Jockey for Christ, that kind of shit.
Yeah. All these guys are a bunch of psychopaths. But then when you're in the same place with them, it's like, we're all friends, guys.
Well,
right? We're all just we're all just talking some shit, right? Me more than you, but
the internet, but isn't the internet not like real life? You know,
that's the problem.
It's a show.
No,
it's a show for everyone.
It's like a dysfunction.
No, the people you're arguing with are not. You're never really arguing with real people. You're always like arguing with an avatar.
Wait, do you dehumanize your argument opponents?
Yes, of course.
It's very rude.
No, like when you
kind of inconsiderate of their humanity.
You do the same thing. I guarantee it.
Oh, wait. You think I argue with avatars?
I think that I guarantee there have been times that you have been mad at a person on the internet when if you had met them in real life, you guys would have just had like a conversation about something.
Who's someone you've been mad about, Nick?
I'm not mad about anybody.
Oh, that's a lie. You're mad about Ron Toye.
Well,
I know you've called people a piece of garbage. Like you've called Vito a piece of garbage, and now you're Mr. Smiles and friendly. You're also internet.
I thought you were talking about me.
Well, I think he's referring to numerous people.
I thought you were talking about me. No, I did. Look, Vito was acting like a piece of garbage. That is 100% true.
Yes.
He apologized for acting like a piece of garbage.
His apology sucked, though.
I can't do a good apology.
Very weak.
It was a mess.
I don't know how to do it, and I've tried, and I even offered money.
It was like in Step Brothers. The money thing was the worst, but like in Step Brothers when they can't hug at the end and they're like punching and wrestling around. You don't remember that movie?
I remember the movie. I don't know.
Oh.
No,
it was like that.
It kind of sucks because it's like, what are you going to do in person, right?
Yeah.
Like, because everybody.
What are you going to do? Fight? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm too fucking old to fight.
Arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle.
It would be kind of stupid if it's we're going to do a podcast.
Yeah, Indian leg wrestle.
I'm expected to show up and start throwing blows.
Indian leg wrestling, is that PC anymore? I don't know.
No, you're not allowed to say Indian.
But that's what they do. I learned that as a kid. That's what Native American. It's Native American.
Where'd you learn it? Racist camp?
Yeah, where they lay down, they put their legs up, and they try and flip the other person over. That's how they resolve disputes. Isn't that real?
Does that sound like something that a culture would do?
Yes.
Does that sound like something that men would do?
Have you heard of the Greeks?
But wait, is it Indian? Is it Indians
fucked
do that,
each other
or
up
Native
the
Americans
ass?
do that?
Oh, I was a kid, so it was ambiguous.
Okay, but you never found out.
I don't know if it's
which
feather or
culture.
sniper. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm sniper. That's good. Yeah, if it was Native Americans, then you have to say Native American wrestling.
Well, now you do, but when I was 8, you didn't.
Right? No.
Right. They were just Indians.
There was a period of time where it was perfectly legitimate to say American Indian.
Why is Indian offensive to Native Americans when it was the white people who were too retarded to realize that they weren't in India? Like that should be
it's just cultures decide things. It's like what we were saying about midget. You can't say midget anymore. When I think it's a very
you can't say midget.
I think it's a good word.
I like it.
Well, they don't like it.
I don't know why they don't like it. I don't know why dwarf sounds better.
Because they're like 3 feet tall. That's why.
A magical
pissed
creature.
off all the time.
Because all of their anger.
What do you mean? Why they're like angry on your most angriest day? They're that angry every day.
Right. Yeah. All of that anger is compressed into a much smaller area, so it exponentially grows. And it's like a Muppet.
Yeah. All dwarf.
Oh, yeah, call them Muppets.
They're not Muppets. They're like Muppets.
They're not Muppets.
Stop being offended by everything.
Similar to Muppets.
Guys,
Tell me about Keyboard Warriors.
No Indians ever did wrestling with their legs.
What?
Is that
to
true?
Figure something out.
I don't know.
Show the scientific study that proves it.
This is Nick's little racist story. I have no history here.
I'm not
for this.
racist. It was who told it to me. It's probably my mom or whatever.
You just heard something racist and repeated it without ever questioning it. That's not racist.
Did you question it?
I am questioning it right now.
But now you're what? Like you're 52 or whatever. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 52.
Yeah, so you're like 52 years old.
I've learned a lot.
And now you're like, oh, I'm going to critically examine this. When you're 8 in the 80s.
I'm not saying you as an 8-year-old were a racist 8-year-old. No.
Oh, well,
all
good.
8-year-olds are racist. Don't you think?
Honestly, yeah, you're racist, but it's like harmless.
Like dogs
I was
are
a minority at 8.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in the ghetto of Houston. So I was like,
oh, here we go. White people. Oh, I grew up in an all-black neighborhood, so I was.
There were as many actual Indians as there were white people in my class.
Or are they constantly giving you rug burns? And
Did they have an Indian name?
Indians.
Oh, Indians.
I'm not a racist, Vito. I'd say
You
Native
grew up in an
Americans.
Indian neighborhood? Like
No, there were only
shitting in the
2
street?
Indians. There were only 2 white kids. The rest were
Oh.
black and Mexicans.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because that's where we lived.
Huh.
It's a very diverse set.
My
Did they
my
have
school bus got pulled over by the cops on multiple occasions.
Your school is so black, your
'Cause of
school
the
bus got
kids?
pulled over?
Yeah, the black kids were fighting. I was terrified. I'm like this little 7-year dude. I was a
They
small.
have names, Nick.
I was a small kid too, right? I was like this little 7-year-old, scrawny, tiny white kid sitting on a bus, and the 4th graders who were giant to me were beating the shit out of each other. So an old grizzled white cop who's like 65 comes on with his
Have we
nightstick.
got a failure to communicate on
And
this bus?
He's like, listen here, you little assholes, hitting his nightstick on every seat that he was. I was seat number 7 on the left side of the bus, right? And he's hitting his nightstick on every seat as he walks by, and he gets up to seat number 6 and he hits his nightstick right in front of me. I'm terrified. It's because it's 2 black kids. One was named Darian. I don't remember. He won the fight.
What was the other guy's name?
I don't remember.
Thelonious?
I don't pay attention to the
Danfernay?
I don't pay
Malcolm.
attention to the names of
Theopolis.
people who lose fights, Dick. Okay, Darian won. Who fucking cares what the other
Darian
guy's
is
name
all that
was?
matters in this scenario.
And he's talking about how he's going to arrest everybody,
Except
like
for
all these
you.
kids, and I'm like just sitting there pissing myself because I'm terrified. 1st grader, right? What am I supposed to do?
See, that's real conflict. But on the internet, it's all
It's all
make-believe.
fake. Lindsey Graham said he's someone should kill Putin. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, I agree.
Someone
I
should
agree with that.
assassinate. Oh, you agree with that?
You think that's
Wait,
you think
political
that's silly?
assassinations are good now.
Yes.
I just think you
They
should
always
go.
have been. That Franz Ferdinand guy. Come on.
No problems came out of that thing.
No, that all worked
clean.
out perfectly.
Do you have a concern that okay, so this is a legitimate question. This is not a shit on anybody question.
Okay.
And that's how you know it's going to be shitting
Yeah,
on you.
that-
No, it's not. So I saw a guy talking about how the thing that we have to, he was in my YouTube comments, right? He left me a diatribe.
Yeah.
And he's like, the best way to support this is for the U.S. to flood the Ukraine with weapons and all this support, and
Yeah,
monetary
get 'em.
support. And I
Not
was
me,
like,
but go get them.
and I was thinking like, wait, the last time we did that was against Russia specifically was Afghanistan, and it led to eventually the creation of the Taliban and ISIS.
Yeah.
Like, so are we concerned now that if we support Ukraine, that we'll be eventually supporting a separatist movement throughout Ukraine that'll take over, fundamentalize Ukraine, and become a giant terrorist organization throughout the
Yeah,
earth?
but fundamentalist Catholics are better than the whole other option you got there. That was the real problem.
You've never complained about the Crusades before?
Well, the Crusades were a problem.
Those were based.
Those were a little based.
Indiana
All
Jones
right.
3, come on.
They were
It's a
kinda
good
red, though.
movie.
As Stephen Crowder would say, it was all retaliatory, the Crusades. I mean, those Islamists were just, it's not true.
I don't
Wait,
know
why
why.
does Steven Crowder come
Stephen
into
Crowder
it?
made a video about the Crusades that was very wrong.
Did you
according to
watch
many
it?
Historians. I watched a historian's reaction to it.
Yeah, that's the closest I've ever seen anyone to consuming Steven Crowder's content.
Really?
I don't know who watches that shit.
Wait, but
Dude, he's huge.
I know, but who
historian's
watches
reaction?
it?
Yeah, it was a historian because Stephen Crowder was just saying some stuff about the Crusades.
Is he a professor? Is that?
The guy who responded,
Yeah.
I would have to. I believe so.
I just didn't know if like, is there some level of credentialing that makes you right?
Just he had way more sources than Stephen Crowder, who had 0 sources.
Oh, sources. Okay.
You got
Got
any
it.
sources?
Well, I mean, you can look up the sources if you
I'm
have
not
a
criticizing.
source.
Look, I'm a lawyer. I have
Most
to.
historians are just guys who one day went, I'm really into this fucking thing, and
But
then
I'm-
read a bunch of books and shit.
I was
guess.
not criticizing you. I was just getting a feel for where you.
Fight you on the internet, you piece of
Yeah,
fucking
you will.
shit.
That's the worst part. You're all smiles and games, but as soon as you get back on the internet, you're gonna be like, Nick fucking Rekieta is such a fucking grifter.
I
Fuck
haven't
you.
fucked with Nick in forever. I like Nick. I tune into
Because you see how tall he is.
because I tune into those stupid Rittenhouse streams. I'm like, this is good.
Stupid.
Whatever.
The disrespect.
It's so disrespectful.
You bring me on this show, Dick, to have me disrespected in front of a live audience. I cannot believe
no,
this.
it's a fantastic stream, and everything you do is fantastic.
Don't you think there's
This
too
is
much?
just how guys talk, you know.
No,
You never like.
that's how guys talk to women, not to other guys.
Yeah, I'm negging Nick.
A man?
I'm gonna peacock him later. I got a whole dress I'm gonna put on.
Oh
gonna be
dear
great.
God!
A dress?
Yeah.
What kind of a dress are you gonna
This
peacock
man came
in?
in a Christian and he's going home a sinner. I tell
Is
you
it off
what.
Is it off the shoulder? Because I'm a
He
sucker
came
for
in a
off
Christian.
the
He's gonna
shoulder.
come home a sinner.
Exactly. I'm sending this man home a Satanist.
Don't you think there's a lot?
Someone's getting it in the butt.
Don't you think people are maybe too much?
Someone's getting pegged. The audience is loving
You
it.
can't get pegged.
Would he wear the?
Why can't I get pegged? Who can't get pegged?
Anybody.
What does that
What do you
mean?
mean?
Didn't you see that story out of Wisconsin? The chick who chopped off the guy's head while having sex?
Was she pegging him?
Okay, so they don't say it,
Yeah.
but the story is literally the guy gets the choke chain out and puts it on his own neck, right?
Like a dog choke chain?
Yeah, the dog choke chain with the little prongs that come when you pull on the thing.
That's a pinch chain.
Those are gross,
Yeah,
right?
fuck that.
But that's what he gets. And so the story goes, according to her, he's laying naked, face down on the bed, and she's riding on top of him with the choke chain. 100% she's pegging him.
Really?
That's my theory. Is 100.
Because she was behind.
So she's riding on top of a guy face down on the bed, choking him. And then she says that after he died, she got out the dildo. First, she sucked his penis of the dead body, and then
That's nice of her. Oh.
she dildoed his mouth and his ass.
The dead guy?
Yes.
In that order?
What do I? For what?
It
purpose?
doesn't say in that order.
I hope it was that order.
But you know he was already getting pegged, so it doesn't matter what
Why'd
order
she
it was
cut
in.
off his head?
I don't know.
For funsies?
She knew he was dead and she was into it, so she just cut off his head. She disemboweled him too and put his organs in baggies.
Well, this is just a good story all around.
She put his
good.
You know, if you want to know what's happening in the pegging world, you ask a Christian man. He's got news alerts set up on Google.
Discerned.
I'm here.
He's talked about it.
I am a warrior for Christ against pegging. I have to know when it's happening because I have to stop it.
Are you stopping it?
I'm telling guys you can't get pegged.
I'm going to put my thumb in your butthole, and if this broad comes around with a strap on, no.
Exactly.
I'm going to fake it with my hand, so she thinks she's fucking a butthole, but it's actually my hand, buddy. I got you.
That is the most Christian thing I've ever heard of anyone doing.
So the line is that pegging leads to decapitation naturally.
We have evidence of it.
We do have evidence.
I haven't heard any compelling argument for pegging. I've only heard arguments against it.
Well,
Look what happened to Jack Murphy.
yeah.
Pegging ruins your business. Pegging gets you decapitated. What the fuck would anybody get pegged for?
Did Jack Murphy get pegged? Was
I
that
think
one of the
so.
videos?
Yeah.
He dildoed himself.
I know
at
he
least.
was.
That's different.
He was sitting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
what if he was just
close.
gay? Is that fine?
He's gay.
He was at least bi. He was talking about
Because
the
here's what
college
I think.
boys.
It's if you're gay, getting fucked up your ass, that's fine. But if it's the woman doing it, then it's giving her power, and that's why it's bad.
Drex always says
Right?
that
That's why it's bad.
It's-
Just want all men to take a step back and realize none of us are homophobic. We just hate women.
he says that. Yeah, that's very important. But Drex always says that if you get pegged, the woman doesn't respect you, and he draws on his history with cuckoldry or whatever.
Oh,
That he's swinging and stuff like that. I'm not in that world.
like he was being
Christ.
cuckolded.
No. He was the bull.
Oh, and he did not enjoy, or did he enjoy the situation, or was he like, this is weird?
He's fine with it. He just said that the women don't respect the cuck ever.
oh.
Like, and so when these guys get pegged, like the women stop respecting them immediately.
But I think they enjoy isn't the whole point that you want to be disrespected because it gets you off?
I mean, I guess if that's your thing.
Yeah. I think the point
Because
is
they're putting a
you
thing in your
shouldn't be
because
that
they're putting
way.
a thing in your butt, right? That's what all this hubbub is about.
Yes, putting a thing in your butt.
I don't know if you could boil it down to that. It seems
No,
like
you
there's
can.
more-
You really
there's
can.
some
So much.
psychological- all right.
So much involves what
Okay.
anyone puts in their butt
Yeah.
at any moment.
That's every
I'm telling you, just don't do it, guys. I'm trying to save your life, trying to save your business.
Well, what's the name? So what's the name of that guy? The Jack Murphy, right?
Yeah.
And back on topic.
Topic is keyboard.
I mean,
warrior.
everybody
Vito, can
has
you
been
dye
talking.
like the sides of your beard white sometime and do a Jack Murphy thing? That'd be very funny.
I could do that. I was gonna say though. I mean, we all have been talking shit about Jack Murphy, myself included.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't bear ill will towards Jack Murphy.
What do you mean?
I'm saying like I'm like, oh, fuck this guy, and he's a grifter, and he lied to his audience.
Because you're being a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, if I saw him in real life, I'd be like, hey man, that was a stupid fucking thing you did. I don't like genuinely hate the guy.
No, I think my biggest superpower,
especially among like YouTubers and creators, it's kayfabe. It's fucking
not for me.
It's wrestling.
It's real.
Not for you because some of you guys take it too far.
I take it too far.
You take it too far.
I don't shake people's hands.
I have taken it too far. And
if I had said what you said about Nick online,
what did I say about Nick? You don't even know what I said.
Negative things, lots of negative things.
Very negative.
He's not a real, not a good lawyer. That you wouldn't let him watch your kids, stuff like that.
Anything I said to Nick was in response, I think. We were having a back and forth.
I'm the aggressor. I'm the instigator.
If I instigated, fine.
You're Putin.
I've never instigated anything in my life.
I believe that you instigated, but that's fine.
How did he instigate?
It's all, he calls me little names and little snipes.
No one's ever called you a little name.
But yeah,
it's a big name.
Me a big name. Sure. And then, I go tit for tat, but it's all part of the equation.
You're the tit.
I wish you guys, here's the thing is that I'm the tit. I'm the big tit. I think that there should be more of an understanding among
to just say whatever you want.
Well, there's a lot of guys who have these beefs and then they take them too far. I'm thinking of one gentleman in particular.
Putin?
Putin. Yeah. I think everybody.
Wait, who's too far?
Who's taking it too far?
I think there's a certain guy. He's got a live stream that he does, maybe 2 of them a day. And
well, don't dance.
Well, no,
now you're talking shit again about somebody who's not here.
Shit. No, not
yes,
you.
you are.
I want Ralph to make up.
Because I do 2 live streams a day. I thought you were talking about me.
No. I think Ralph has pushed away a lot of people, and I think that it is this keyboard warrior thing.
Oh, now it's Ralph's. Now Ralph is the keyboard warrior. You're saying?
I'm not talking shit. I'm saying I wish that all these people and there's this whole strife in the community. I would like.
Wait, is Ralph's business in trouble?
I don't know.
Do you think Ralph's in danger of decapitation? Is Ralph getting pegged?
Ralph, I'm not going down.
I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is.
I just wish, and there's other spats, internet spats that I find myself
like World War III. Bunch of senators and stuff saying Putin should be assassinated.
But I have, like, YouTube guys coming to me and they go, "How could you live stream with that guy? That guy did this thing to me." No, not you. Other guys or whatever.
Who are they mad about? You don't have to say who's mad at him, but who are they mad about?
Do a really sly hint like you did with Ralph.
Jarbo?
Jarbo is one. I have no beef with Jarbo because he never did anything to me. And he fucked up, and that was like a million years ago, and I just don't care.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I stream with Jarbo, and then
call me a sociopath. You're with him?
I know that's yeah, but whatever.
Jarbo called. I didn't know Jarbo called you a sociopath.
Yeah, he said I had beady eyes. My eyes are beautiful.
No, I'm with him.
That's it. Now we're on a fight. Now we're fighting. Now I'm on your side. You are a grifter.
Are you trying to say you're not a sociopath?
He doesn't know that.
Damn it.
But again, I just wish everybody could. I don't know.
Call Nick names and then meet him to his face and say, "I really like you."
Understanding that a lot of people have done stupid, fucked up things in all these spaces, myself included. Thankfully, I've apologized, and it was a stellar apology. And
tremendous apology, really wonderful. I've heard better apologies, frankly, but this one was okay.
Genius apology, I'm gonna say. And I don't know. We could be a little kinder to each other.
Why? It's not funny.
I know it's not fun and it's not funny. But that's the problem is that people.
I love the people of InfoWars. They're very good.
They're
very good news organization.
Very smart people.
Terrific. I've met a few of them.
I would love to see the email you sent to the InfoWars people when they asked you to be.
I gotta get I was recently on what was it? Was it Newsmax? I went on Newsmax, but they didn't send me a video of my appearance. I'm the new king of right wing news. I think. It's been a great evolution for me.
Well, anyway, that's my problem.
It's a good
keyboard warriors.
And I agree, and I think people. But you're saying the problem is that you want people to keep up the anger. I think the problem is that maybe the anger is unwarranted.
No, because it just seems like everyone's pissed off and they're not. Like, everybody's talking shit. And like, okay, then go do something. Like, wow, not me. Somebody else.
No.
You know, somebody else can do. It's like a woman moving. Like you move to a new house. And like your wife or your girlfriend's out in there in their backward hat. And she's like, oh man, I'm fucking, here we go. We're moving. Like, you're not doing shit.
But maybe they're not that pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, because like people are like, oh, you call Vito a fat piece of shit. It's like I call a lot of people a fat piece of shit, though.
And I am a fat piece of shit, so it's not incorrect.
You're pegging him right now, by the way you're talking.
Well,
as
he's
a woman
on the way to decapitation and business destruction.
Please
Sorry,
cut off
Dick.
my head, Daddy. It's the only thing that gets me off.
You call a lot of people a fat piece of shit?
I call everybody.
Maybe it's my
I call
problem.
me
I always
fat,
mean it.
though.
You?
Yeah. I got this dad gut. It's great.
If you were a regular sized man, like 5'8", you would be fatter than hell.
Dude,
because you're all stretched out.
See,
You are tall.
I grew up my entire life, though, being tiny, like, and not able to put on weight. I would eat 10, 15, 20,000 calories in a day, just eat in high school. And I couldn't gain weight, right? And so then now I like look at if I eat anything, it's like I get bloaty and I'm old and it's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, now I look at myself and it's like, oh God, you're fucking fat. You should probably.
How long are you gonna stream for? Like years? You think? Because you're gonna look like you're gonna bloat and look disgusting.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be you're
gonna hit 40. You're gonna look like
Louis
the
Anderson died. Minnesota needs another famous fat guy. Right? I just need to start sweating more.
You should do mukbangs, I think.
God, that sounds so...
That would be a great stream. While you're covering this with all the other lawyers, I want you just pounding cheeseburgers. And they're like, what's Nick doing? You're like, it's a new thing.
Someone sent me a 4,000 calorie ramen from Japan.
What the fuck's in it?
I don't know. It's fucking huge.
Oh,
and it says absolutely do not eat alone. So I'm going to do it, but I have to wait because I got this taste shit from COVID.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got COVID?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to your super spreader event tomorrow.
You're still on with COVID? Bro, we're nuclear war.
I got my booster shot just specifically for it.
Why is it red?
I got a big welt there because it's going to kill me.
I'm going to dial 9-1, and when you have a heart attack, I'm going to hit the other one.
Yeah, I already feel the mitocardosis coming on, but I'm excited about it.
Did you see that thing that Pfizer released?
What, that like 1,000 people died or something?
I don't know. I saw they released something.
Whatever. I haven't looked at the numbers. They're fine.
Somewhere in the neighborhood.
Okay, that's my problem. All right. Keyboard warriors.
Are we sandwiching this? Does Nick go second?
No, you go.
I go.
Wait. Hold on. Yeah,
I don't want to be the cream in that sandwich.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
You're going to be the peg in the hole.
Cream.
You're the concentration board, and I'm 50 pegs coming your way. Dick, there's some great TV shows. Classic comedies that have entertained the world.
If your problem's reality TV, you need to leave the studio now. Okay. Just making sure.
So many great shows that I can think of. But there's one show that is not good, despite what people claim.
Oh.
And that's why my problem is Futurama Fans.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know if you saw the news that Futurama is coming back, which is... Again.
Yeah.
The show that will not die despite deserving to die so many times over. Futurama has been canceled 3 fucking times because it sucks. It's not funny. It's shitty humor. And the fan base is retarded. Dick, are you a big Futurama fan?
You know what? You're right.
What do you like? The robot who smokes cigars and drinks beer? What robot's not supposed to drink?
His name is Bender. That's what makes it funny because Bender is like it's a metaphor.
It's a pun, Nick. It's the worst form of comedy.
No, that's what makes it funny.
I'm a big Futurama fan, but everything you're saying is right. I suddenly realized that.
What about there's a doctor, but he's bad at being a doctor, and he's also like a crab. These characters.
He's also a Jew, isn't he?
I guess so.
Zoidberg. His name is Zoidberg. He's Jewish.
All I know is
he's got 6 noses.
And he's got an accent. It's fucking terribly great.
The Futurama fan. Here's the weirdest thing.
Boy, I'm doing medicine over here.
Yeah, it's funny because he's Jewish.
Yeah, it's funny because he's Jewish.
Yeah, and then why don't we put like Richard Nixon in every episode? That's topical.
Oh, God.
The show is written by like 50-year-old morons.
Is it? It seems like it's written by...
Macaroni is ancient.
Yeah, but who's the writer?
The
Nixon stuff is... not funny at all.
No.
It's like written for another generation. It's like the vaudeville jokes on Family Guy.
Futurama was maybe okay for its time period, but it's one of these things that needs to die. And I don't know why everybody understands that The Simpsons sucks now. Like, oh, it's zombie Simpsons. It's not like the original, you know. It's not nearly as good, and the writing's changed, and it doesn't fit the times. Yeah. And then you go, Futurama's coming back, and they go, oh, yeah, that fucking show. And you're like, no, it has the exact same problems. It is an outdated, shitty show.
Are you a Futurama fan, Nick?
No, I don't care about it. Like there funny clips of it from time to time. Like when he shits a brick, that was funny.
It's not like there's not any like good jokes ever.
What about when the dog died?
That's the thing. Everybody brings up the same fucking episodes to try and justify this show. No, it's not a good episode. Oh, I remember the episode where his dog was sad and then it died. And
but then they ruined it.
How'd they ruin it?
By making, did they bring the dog back? Yeah, they did an episode later and fucking rehashed it and fucked it all up.
Why couldn't you resurrect the dog? It's the future. Like they have heads of state.
Well, that was the episode. He decided not to because the dog lived a full life and he didn't want to
See, I don't watch this show. So I'm 0% invested in Futurama.
As you should be, as all of us should be. But the people who are invested in it, it's a stupid cult of morons.
It is?
The last 2 weeks I've been watching people. So they're bringing Futurama back again, which they should not do because they've brought it back before and it's always sucked.
Yeah.
But now everybody was up in arms because the voice of Bender went, they're just not offering me enough money to phone in this shitty performance of a drunk robot. And people, they're like, how could you not pay John DiMaggio to come back and go, bite my shiny metal ass?
That's not a very good Bender.
It's a terrible Bender.
I don't like this show, so I'm not going to do it.
Shiny metal ass.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't even watch it, and that was offensively
Whatever.
bad.
It's so, good, because I hate the fucking show. If you want to make the show, you could just take old clips of him just saying that over and over.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing he does on the show. Just loop old clips of him going, bite my shiny metal ass, and then everyone can laugh at this terrible catchwaiting.
Do they have a laugh track on that show?
No, but they should.
They should.
It might make it like actually
That's how they should do it for the last season. I'm waiting for an ironic laugh track to be done effectively.
There was
broke my brain. I'm trying to imagine a laugh track that's not ironic now. Like, are they all ironic? I think
none of them
are.
No, they're all like, please laugh at our joke. We'll help you along. And they mean it.
Now I'm wondering what irony is. And now I'm wondering if that is irony.
What's a good example is I know you're a fan of the good seasons of Rick and Morty.
Before they got all the women involved.
Yeah, before women writers showed up and
the women ruined that.
Why would you let women write on Rick and Morty?
Why let women have access to the written language at all?
China had it right back in the day. That's why Japanese exists, because
the second a woman
that's why Japanese exist.
You shoot her in the head.
The Chinese women were not allowed to write in Chinese, so Yeah.
And then we had to tie up their feet because they kept trying to run away.
Japanese women weren't. Japanese men wrote in Chinese.
Wait, what?
Originally.
Okay.
And that's what.
And Japanese was a language specifically for women?
Early Japanese literature is all written by women because all the men wrote in Chinese.
In Japan?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
At least that's what somebody told me. I don't know. I haven't read a study on it.
Did you learn this from your Indian leg wrestling school?
And they were all getting pegged, Dick.
Yeah.
Nick has read into it.
Somebody fact check me on it. I could be wrong, but
you want to know what's happening in pegging? You go straight to the trad community.
Go to the trad community and they'll tell you all the stats. They've tested it out.
Did you just put me in the trad community?
Well,
I don't want to be in a community.
No, you're in a buddy. You best start believing in communities.
What the fuck?
I would point to you as a trad.
But I don't advocate anything. I don't tell people what to do.
You have 2.5 kids and
you said don't get pegged. You'll fuck up your career.
You have 5 kids. Well, then isn't that ultra trad?
But I don't tell anyone.
1940s trad.
I don't tell anyone else what to do.
That's fair enough.
I'm not like, you need to go out and get married and have kids. I mean,
but you believe in a traditional lifestyle.
For me, it works.
You would agree that for other people, it's not the right way.
What about for Vito?
If people ask me that, here's my philosophy.
Yeah.
If people come up and say, "Hey, how do I get to where you are?"
Right.
I'd say, "Here's what I did. I don't know if it works for you, but this is what happened for me. Here's my life story. I can tell you that." But I'm not an evangelizer.
If I said I want to get rich and famous by having my black boyfriend peg me,
Why would your boyfriend peg you?
I don't like his dick. I want him to put on
his
the
dick's
strap
too
on.
big?
It's too big. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
You would say, well, that's yeah, go nuts.
I would say, yeah, literally, I'd say
based on my research, the pegging is a problem.
Yeah, I'd say, dude, don't get pegged. He won't respect you.
He won't respect me and he'll cut my head off.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make is you have this great, if you have a science fiction future universe, shouldn't you do interesting futuristic sci-fi concepts as opposed to Richard Nixon jokes?
But I think that's the joke, isn't like that's the overall joke of Futurama.
Like
it's the same thing.
Outdated, shitty references.
Like imagine you have the entire breadth of human civilization between now and when's Futurama set?
3001.
You have now in 3001, and they literally are stuck to the 90s. Like that's kind of funny.
That joke is like, yeah, but at a certain
point, it's not the 90s. It's Nixon.
Well, it's 70s to 90s.
At a certain point,
your comedy, everything stops at 1996, okay? And all jokes are from then.
1976.
Just with Nixon, but they also had Bush. They had Bush's head floating around.
Yeah.
And the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, they had the Beastie Boys
references and shit.
Back to.
I remember when they came back, I don't know, the second, third time, whatever
2 turntables and a microphone back?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had
Bender was like a
stars.
They thought Beck was famous enough to last until the year 3000. I mean, don't get me wrong.
That's part of the joke.
I like 2 turntables and a microphone.
I fucking hate Futurama. I loved it. I loved the idea. Slurms McKenzie was brilliant, but that show was fucked and spoiled with references, pop culture references, and celebrities and horse shit. They took a great idea and just ruined it to make it like to appeal to an audience that hated them.
Yeah.
It was like that show is like a cam whore. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you prostituting yourself for these people that don't care about you? Be Rick and Morty. They could have been Rick and Morty the whole fucking time.
Their references, I keep wanting to bring this one up. When they came back from when they rebooted the show.
Yeah.
Do you remember that American Idol, that ugly lady, Susan Boyle, who she came out and you're like, oh, this ugly lady.
Well, she was more
keyboard warrior. If Susan Boyle was here, you'd be like, oh, I love you. You're a great singer.
Listen, you're an ugly lady. You can sing. That's fine. I'm not going to lie. All right. Anyway.
Wait, as an Italian, are you annoyed at other cultures appropriating opera?
Oh, all things.
Because
when I see someone dressed as an oversized pizza slice for Halloween, I go, hey, my culture is not your costume.
Yeah, that's
Shut it down. Shut it down.
I'm glad about that.
Stop appropriating.
So you don't like when black people do opera singing?
I didn't say that. That's not appropriation.
Why is that not appropriation?
No, because
they're in Italian. They're singing
What about
Italian
if they're in Africa
songs.
doing it?
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of parameters here.
It's just reality. I'm asking about reality.
We're talking about Susan Boyle. There was that fat black guy on the same show, Britain's Got Talent, and he did opera singing, and it's like, I'm like, wait a minute.
That belongs to the Italians.
If a white guy if a white guy's up there singing Earth, Wind, and Fire, they'd be like, this is weird.
No. White people are allowed to cover black people, and black people.
They just can't say the N-word if they're doing it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so if a white rapper was up there doing a Jay-Z song, he's able to say the N-word.
No. I mean, there's certain if in the opera he used, some of the, colloquial.
If he's like, you fucking wop in the opera, that's okay.
Dago.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella monkey. Marinara. Bitch. I don't know. There's a lot of great Italian slurs out there.
Marinara mongoloid, I think.
Marinara mongoloid.
That's the Italian slur.
The point I was trying to make 10 times is here was the joke. They have a singing boil on someone's neck named Susan Boyle. And that was the moment I realized Futurama was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was so excited for it to come out.
I don't understand why you like this show. Whatever. It's like something to watch if you got nothing else going on, I guess. Yeah. But it's just bad.
The new Futurama is like
the bad Simpsons seasons.
Yeah, it is because it never was as good as the Simpsons. It never quite got there,
and it's
and it could have gotten there.
Now it's not as bad as Matt Groening's new show on Netflix. Have you seen that one?
Ooh, that looks terrible.
Lady? Disenchanted.
I haven't seen that.
Fucking terrible, and you can tell those scripts sat on a shelf for 20 years before they finally made it. You're like, oh my god, these jokes are dead in the water, and that's what Futurama is because they bring it back to life. And again, it's scripts that have sat on the shelf for 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
This
the Robot Devil stuff was bad. It's like, hey, why he's really magical now? Like, what do you mean? Why?
He's the Robot Devil.
But it's funny that it's like it's funny the robots had like a
constructed their own
parallel religion. Yeah. But then when they gave him powers, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's the other thing is Simpsons did a pretty good job of moving along when you invent like a fun concept and they go, all right, we did that. Like, I don't think Simpsons ever brought back Hank Scorpio. You remember the episode where...
Don't say that. They're going to do it now.
No, they will do it. That's what I'm worried about. You know, they brought back Frank Grimes on The Simpsons.
He died. Grimes died.
Oh, no, they brought his kid back. It was his Frank Grimes' kid.
Oh, now that I'm kind of interested
in. No, fuck that. You let it die. And Futurama comes up with one funny thing.
Can you say worst
what if the robot said worst show ever?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, I just hate it, and I hate the fan base, and it's not funny.
Not a big problem, though. Breaking your flip-flops is a way bigger problem than
breaking your flip-flops.
I think it is lowering people's... There could be so much great comedy if they would just fund it. And instead, they reboot Futurama.
When that part of your flip-flop pops out and it's got the little round thing.
Fucking flip-flop shit.
Dude, and you're like, how did it get through the hole? I can't get it back in.
No, it's done. You got to give it up.
Flip-flop show, then. You guys have so much to say about fucking flip-flops.
We could do a flip-flop show. It'd just be, though, your position on InfoWars.
No, my position is solid.
That'd be the entire flip-flop show.
Which is, I hate InfoWars, but I love publicity. There's no issue there.
Did you see that Mr. Girl got vetoed?
Banned from Twitch?
Because of some girl added at Twitch's support.
Yeah.
And they just enforced their terms of service on him.
Did you see that?
Well, the Twitch is different from YouTube. YouTube doesn't do shit.
It's just
nothing happened.
It's justified, right?
I didn't get anyone's channel taken down. No one's channel was affected in any way, and I apologized regardless.
Okay, Nick, do you have a problem?
I do. It's called bread tacos.
Okay.
Bread tacos are the fucking...
I don't like it already.
They're the shitty form of sandwiches that has happened when Subway caved to Quiznos.
In the Great Sandwich Wars.
Yes. Okay, so Subway they were brilliant, right?
Talking about the triangle cut?
Yeah, they used to do the U-cut or V-gouge, whatever you want to call it. They'd go down the bread.
V-gouge.
And they'd go back up.
Call it.
Oh, baby.
Yes. Yes. And they'd...
The hatchet wound. That's
when I'm DMing a girl, I go, I'm going to hit you with the V-gouge.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Do you call it a V-gouge?
That's what they called it.
Who's they?
Subway.
How do you know?
Because that's what Subway employees called it.
Oh,
it's either the U-gouge or the V-gouge or the V-cut or the U-cut. That's one of those four.
V-gouge that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cut down both sides of the bread and you rip off this strip and then you have like this canyon.
Yeah.
You would lay all the meat.
Amazing.
And then you put all of the stuff and it all stayed in the fucking sandwich. You could just pick up the sandwich.
It was pretty ideal. I'm surprised more sub shops don't do this.
It was obvious. Obviously, that's how you make it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Then Quiznos comes out, and they start cutting their sandwiches into 2 pieces and then toasting them or whatever. That's when Subway introduced toasting sandwiches, which is bullshit. Look, Subway makes a good cold sandwich. Don't ever toast them. Their toasted sandwiches are trash. They always have it. Their bread is too thick to toast a sandwich at Subway.
I like those little guys.
You mean their cake?
We got
the cake
subs
that they used
for bread.
For bread.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And so what they do now is they cut your sandwich they cut your bread almost in half. And then they butterfly it out. And then they put a bunch of, they put shit.
It's just 2 flat pieces?
It's not 2 pieces. It's 1 piece with a little thin, flimsy membrane between it, like a brain.
Like a hymen?
No, like the brain thing that lets the
I don't know anything about a brain.
right and left brain communicate.
Okay.
Oh, the corpus callosum.
Yeah, that thing. He has read a medical study. Oh my God.
It's the strip that connects the hemisphere of your brains.
I mean, I know that based on what you said, but how do you just know that so immediately?
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that's
corpus
what it is.
callosum.
Are you a doctor?
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
No, I think you're right.
I'd be stupid if I got it wrong.
Not really.
No, because I read you ever hear about like that guy who got like shot through one side of his brain and like He lost all impulse control and became a psychopath back in like Wild West times.
And his name was Vito.
They had to,
Yeah.
but they sometimes they have to cut the corpus callosum to fix shit like that.
Yeah, to deal with
now Nick knows the word.
That's
now
I'm
everybody's
running with
fucking
it. This is
using
perfect.
for seizures. For seizures, they'll remove the corpus callosum and your brain. It's weird. It's like it can still communicate, but it has to find new pathways to do it.
Yeah.
On the two sides.
And that's when people become ambidextrous and they could like write two different concepts at once because their brains are thinking
That
independently.
happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they leave that little shitty corpus callosum piece of
I like
bread.
that everyone's saying it.
And then they put the meat on one side, sort of halfway, so that when they fold it, there's like a half folded piece. So you got like double meat.
No. This
And
is
then-
horrible.
Then they put lettuce and spinach, or I get lettuce, spinach, pickles, and jalapenos.
you
and
eat
then-
at Subway?
Lettuce and spinach.
On occasion, yeah.
Making as much money as you do, you eat at Subway.
Dude, there's nothing to eat in my town.
Oh,
I actually
gotta get out of that
Sandwiches in your
town.
house.
Look, I'm trying not to bitch about what happened to my diet by I got the long COVID where parsimony is what it's called, where good food tastes literally like garbage.
Yeah.
So pork and chicken, some beef, it
That
all tastes like
sucks.
trash.
I wish there was a vaccine or something.
The vaccine doesn't stop this
Oh, okay.
because it doesn't.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Like I wish
the
it
vaccine
did.
stops it because it gives you a heart attack and kills you, like it
That's
did
true.
Bob Saget.
Okay, that's perfect.
No, what the fuck is this guy on fucking channel banned again?
Getting wrecked.
God damn it! We went through this once. You can't say anything about Bob Saget ever.
I was joking.
It doesn't matter. They don't know. They're idiots.
So they put all this stuff in there and then they fold it over, right? And your bread is now cockeyed bullshit, and you have to eat it like a taco. Because if you try and eat it normally, everything fucking spills out the side when you take a
It's
bite.
just like it's like ejecting it. Like
Yes.
every time you
And
try
the
to
worst
squeeze
part-
a taco, it's terrible.
Okay, Dick, you like mayo? Do you like
Yeah.
mayo on sandwich? You're Mexican, so I know that. Do you like mayo on sandwiches?
Yeah.
You guys put it on fucking corn.
I'll put it on a popsicle.
Right.
Jesus
When you
Christ.
put mayo on a sandwich, do you put it?
I'll put it on. I'll go down on my girlfriend. Spray mayo all over that thing.
give it the whole view gouge.
Just kidding. I don't go
That's a
down
good
on my
idea.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Do you put mayo on the bread, or do you build your
I put it on my
sandwich?
hands. I cut out the middleman. Put the
damn it.
mayo right on my
Yeah, so when you're eating the sandwich,
like a
and
gymnast,
sliding
they'll put chalk on their hand. I put mayo. Give me
If
get
you-
into this fucking
If
sandwich.
you've been to a Subway in the past 10 years, what they literally do is
I don't think I have. I actually don't think
don't
I
they
have.
spray the mayo on top of the
yes,
vegetables?
they put all this shit and then they spray the mayo on top
Oh,
like
my
a
God.
fucking heathen, and then they close the sandwich and you
Oh,
have
my God.
you have a mayo like mile going down the top of your sandwich. It's
Mayo
disgusting. It's so gross.
like an upside down cock.
Yes.
Can you tell
With a-
them? But it's your way, right? Can't you go and
No,
go?
they got rid of that.
Listen, motherfucker. I
No,
need
that's
you
Burger King.
to put the mayo.
No,
on
it's
the-
Subway,
but
too.
Subway's your way?
Subway
was
bakes
your
my
way.
bread
Why
up
would
fresh,
Burger
and
King
that's
be your
my way. My way. Get a combo seafood.
When have you
club, the
ever
best
asked Burger
way,
King to
my
customize
way,
anything?
Subway.
Every
How do you
time.
not know
What
this?
could they
I say
customize?
make
Take
make
something
those
off the
fries
burger?
extra delicious.
Yeah.
Every
No,
time I
it's
go
not
in, and they do.
Burger King is flame broiled.
Burger King's disgusting.
Burger King's not my way.
No, 'cause
My
there's
way or
nothing
the
to
highway.
customize.
That's Burger King, isn't it?
I want a
you
deep
make-
fried hamburger at Burger King
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. No, Subway used to be my way, and now it's gone. They stopped that.
Well, that's why I'm a Jersey Mike's boy.
Yeah, but
We
I
might
don't
not
have
have
one of
that in
those
your
because I live
town.
in a tiny town.
Sounds like the problem is living in a tiny town with only a
No.
Subway.
Literally.
Sounds like
Subway
that's the
sucks.
problem.
It's not
Subway
just
sucks.
Subway. Jimmy John's does the same shit.
No, wait, Jimmy John's?
Jimmy
Get
John's-
the fuck out of here, Jimmy John's.
Jimmy
Didn't you
John's-
work at a Jimmy John's? Riley's in
Riley,
studio.
You know,
Didn't you work at a
they
Jimmy
cut
John's?
the bread most of the way, and then they butterfly it, and they put that shit on. If you bite the left side of your
It's
sandwich,
gone.
all
Everything's
your shit's gone.
Everything's gone.
It catapults into oblivion.
Well, when you make a sandwich, as I've always understood it, if you have like a sub roll, is you should scoop out a little bit of bread.
That's Herbert's and
make-
Gerbert's. They do that. That's
Yeah,
good.
to make a little pocket
Herbert's and
for the
Gerbert's?
meat.
Yeah, Herbert and Gerbert's. They'll scoop out the bread guts.
Take a
You
little
live
bit
in
of
a
bread
Dr.
guts
Seuss
out of the
book?
bottom.
What?
Look, yes, the guy
The
who
guts of
created
the bread, scoop them out or you're dead.
No, Herbert and Gerbert, where they
Herbert and Gerbert.
the guy
You know about
No, I
Herbert's
don't
and
fucking know Herbert.
Yeah, he's
everything
fucking
at Herbert
around.
and Gerbert is named after a children's book that he wrote for his kids.
Oh, he made a sandwich shop?
Yes, and all
I'd
of
be
the,
too horny.
Dr. Seuss made a sandwich shop?
No, not that guy, but the guy who made Herbert and Gerbert.
Gerbert made
He told these fantasy stories to his kids and so all the sandwiches are named after characters in his book.
Oh, and then they said, Dad, you need a real job? And he's like, all right, I'll make sandwiches.
It's like, yeah, I guess I'll fucking make peanut butter and jelly and scoop out the
V-Gouge,
guts.
is that named after his kids?
No, that was Subway. That was named after what Jared wanted to do to kids at Subway.
How many terabytes of kitty porn did that guy have?
Enough.
Is it ever?
Nah, that guy was set up.
Any of it's enough. Come on now. You stop it.
He was set up. Fucking Ronald McDonald's in there downloading child porn from the Ronald McDonald house. I'm gonna get that motherfucker. I know you got leukemia, but let me just get pictures of your fucking dick. Come on, take that, Jared.
Jack from Jack in the Box went in there and he said,
They all teamed up.
Yeah, if you looked at all the pictures of naked kids on Jared's thing, it's got a McDonald's watermark in the corner.
You're like,
I wouldn't do
weird
that.
Clown.
I wouldn't look at those pictures.
If you see the
FBI
naked,
would.
There's the naked
Even
kid.
if I was in the FBI, I
But
wouldn't.
then there's a mirror and a couple
there's a guy
of
at
them,
the FBI who
and you can
does that.
see Ronald McDonald holding the
all of them.
No, there's literally a guy whose job it is to write the descriptions of the child porn that they keep on file.
So that the rest of the FBI can only look at the good ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
My buddy's brother went to high school with Jared, and he was really mad because Jared stopped talking to him when he got big. And he's like, oh, that guy big time me, big leagues me. Doesn't have time for his friends anymore.
I thought you were...
God, he goes, I always knew that guy was a creep. And we go, you wanted to hang out with him constantly.
He should have sent him like a Snapchat picture, but shrinked his penis.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
like, what's
Jared
up?
stopped talking to him when your friend
being a child.
when your friend got big, and I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense. He's a full-grown adult now. It's not.
They're both children.
Do you think that would work if you photoshopped your dick to be small and sent it to someone?
I'm going to send a letter to Jared in prison. See how he's doing.
With crayon?
Yeah.
Hello, Jared.
Jared.
Do you know
lost
the
a lot of
response
weight.
letter would be the funniest thing you've ever done?
There was a limited edition Jared baseball card, so I want to send him one of those and get it signed.
Tops?
Yeah, it was like a Tops or Upper Deck or something.
Is he in like a batter's pose holding a footlong?
And he's got a young boy next to him looking very scared. He's like, just sandwiches for the kids. Why do they always start a kids charity? It's like, come on. Why do you be so obvious about it?
They want access.
Well, he did exactly that. Fuck kids. That was
that's why.
You know how old we are? I made a Sandusky joke on stream the other day and no one got it. That's how fucking old we are.
What's Sandusky? It's only like 5-6 years ago, right?
Yeah, but
what about Nixon jokes? Can't wait to see those in the new Futurama. Fucking Nixon's head.
No.
Well, in 45 years, when Futurama's back for the 87th time, they'll make Sandusky jokes.
Wait, who was the coach? The gymnast? That's not the gymnast coach. Sandusky was the football coach, right?
Larry Nasser, not Nadler. Jerry Nadler is the pedophile who's in Congress. Larry Nasser was the gymnastics coach.
Yeah.
Keyboard warrior, though. If you met that guy, I'd be like, "Oh, nice to meet you." You're
Larry Nasser,
some congressman.
I bet you guys would get along.
Wait, you think I would be nice to Jerry Nadler?
Yeah.
No.
What would you say?
I'd say you're a piece of shit.
And then what? What if he was like, "Well, it's nice to meet you."
I'd say I'm out of material.
He's like, I like. See,
I'm out of your material. Thank you for the support.
I think if you two met Hunter Biden, you'd both have a great time.
Yeah, I would love him.
Yeah.
I just want to know what all the money was for.
Well, he's going to tell you.
What's he going to say?
I'd ask him for his art agent.
Chinese hookers or whatever the fuck.
What do you think the money was for?
I think it was for his intellect and his expertise.
But he doesn't have expertise.
He doesn't have that.
No, he's got it. He's got it all.
What do you really think it's for? I know you're joking, but what do you think it's for? What do you think all the money was for?
From the company, the Ukrainian company?
Bursa, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a bribe.
For who? For what?
For I don't know, his dad to
access to Biden.
Yeah.
As vice president. To be clear, we're talking about vice presidential years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it happened, right?
And then what? What was the bribe?
When was that? When was Obama in office? When the money was happening?
Do you even know what's happening?
I know Hunter Biden received kickbacks from some of you.
Do you not read medical studies about Hunter Biden?
No, unfortunately, his medical studies.
His corpus callosum was all bugging.
My corpus callosum has been bugging out lately. Unfortunately,
would you touch Hunter Biden's corpus callosum if he asked you nicely?
I would V-gouge the shit out of Hunter Biden's corpus callosum.
What do you think that money was for? Because he got the money.
I think the money. It was probably a bribe of some sort.
To what?
I don't know, Biden makes sure Ukraine gets whatever they want.
What do they
Should
want?
that disqualify Biden?
NATO. It's to join NATO.
See, you
Dick.
do
Is that
know.
what you want?
Well,
Is that
no,
what you want?
that's what they wanted. I mean, you're
my
saying.
God.
Does that disqualify him as president?
Means he's a good negotiator.
I mean, it's not like this show can do anything to affect the presidency, but so should that disqualify him as president? Like, should that, because you know that story was suppressed.
I don't know what the rules are for.
There's not a rule on
There's
this.
no rules. We had a fake election. There's no rules.
Well, no, but there are rules about you can't take certain campaign donations or just
Emoluments
gifts
clause
of
is what you're talking
anything.
about. But there wasn't so the emoluments clause is misunderstood frequently.
Yeah.
But it's literally like a foreign state cannot employ you, and a local state cannot employ a federal president or elected official. But
Hunter Biden is not that.
right, exactly. So
Yeah,
so
that's above board. Fuck it.
Well, I'm not saying it's above board.
Well, it's above board in the eyes of the fucking law. I mean,
I don't think it is.
Well, then what law did they break?
Well, probably several. That's
right.
just
Treason.
the emoluments clause.
I don't know. If you're the vice president's son, someone should pay for your crack. I think that's a reasonable standard for this country.
Shouldn't that Joe's a failed father?
Should the vice president's son suffer for crack? No, he should.
Joe Biden's a failed father. Shouldn't he be buying the crack for his son?
What about if Putin had bought him crack?
You know, you guys are just disrespecting. Great
I'm pro crack.
You know, Bo,
Almost said the N-word right there.
Did Bo die for this? No.
Oh, that was the funniest part of the State of the Union.
Jesus Christ. Which part?
When Biden was talking about Bo dying.
That was the best part for you?
That was funny.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I mean, wasn't it? It's like, oh, my son was like living in a tar pit. He breathed in tar.
That was right after that lady Republican stood up and was like, you're responsible for 13 of those bodies.
If you're at the State of the Union for the other guy and you're not getting dragged out by security, you're not representing your people.
Oh, look,
Fuck that.
Like
Fuck
Ted Cruz up there. Like, what are you doing? Ted, sit the fuck down. Like, at least sit down and not clap.
No, nailed it.
I'm bringing liquor in. Oh, this is going to be a great fucking State of the Union. Watch this, guys.
Biden. And we're going to fund the police. It's all going to work out, everybody.
Aren't you glad about that?
I am very glad that he said
Are you happy that he's bringing back these super predator?
Yes.
You're glad that he said fund the police?
Yes.
You know, the only way
it shuts up the right way.
If he doesn't.
This
Because we're so fucked unless he fucking says anything.
Do you think
Who's we? Who do you think we is?
Just the rational, sane people.
Do you think
who don't
Biden
want to watch
should
our
have
country descend into
fascist
totalitarianism?
Should
Wait,
Biden
what's
have
like
brought
Canada?
up 1350 in his State of the Union? He's like, look, I've been looking at this, and my advisors are saying that 50% of the crime is caused by 13% of the population. I mean, should he have done that?
He should have said,
That's why
it
we're
looks
gonna
like
fund the police.
13% of the population just needs a little helping hand.
I agree with you. What does a fascist dystopia look like? Like what happens?
Around what's happening in Russia right now is pretty bad.
Like the U.S. canceling all your bank accounts? I agree with you. That's fascist.
No, like taking independent media off the air and arresting protesters.
Like what the U.S. is
passing a law.
That's what Canada did, isn't it?
Passing a law. Shut up. Passing a law that if you lie about the war, you can get up to 15 years in prison. Oh, you can't call it a war, by the way. That's considered
It's not a war.
You can't call it an invasion.
They haven't made a
either.
declaration
Not an
of war.
invasion.
What is it?
It's a peacekeeping.
No.
It's a peacekeeping mission.
It's a military exercise, isn't it?
Donbas said they're independent. He sent guys in.
Special military operation. Special.
A SMO.
It's a SMO.
SMOs are fine.
We love a good SMO.
We haven't had anything other than a SMO since the Korean War.
Russia's looking real bad.
Oh, you think so?
It's bad to pass a law that you're going to jail people for speaking their mind about a subject.
So Canada's bad because they jailed Arthur Pawlowski for speaking about COVID, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't live in Canada. I don't care. You talk shit about Canada all you want. Go nuts.
Okay, so we have keyboard
That's
warriors.
special. What do you call it? Yeah, no, Trudeau's a fucking idiot too.
Oh, you don't like Trudeau?
Are you a fan of his
blackface?
blackface?
I love the blackface. He nailed
I know
it.
you like the blackface.
I'm all for it.
He looked good. Well, one of the problems we have on this show is the war on blackface. I think blackface is,
Actually, this motherfucker didn't even do black. He's not even committed. He did.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
Trudeau.
Indian face.
He was dressed up as Aladdin. That's not blackface. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but he was like
It was
really
very
black.
black
He was even
Aladdin.
blacker than a black guy.
Yeah.
He was like,
He was black Latin.
I know. He was like Uganda.
he got the
Latin.
wrong ink.
Yeah.
Like he got black shoe polish.
He was
went too
blurple.
far.
He was blurple face.
You ever see anybody do blackface like in real life?
I have.
I do it every day.
I had a buddy show up to a Halloween party in a not good area of town that many black people were at this party. Luckily, so he had an accordion and like shoe polish over his face.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
like, I'm Urkel. But everyone just thought he was like a shitty homeless accordion player, so he got away with it.
So their own racism saved him.
Wait, has anybody checked in on Urkel lately? That might literally be him.
It's very possible he has not. Who played Urkel? I used to know that
Stephen
guy's
Jaleel
name.
White.
Yeah, Jaleel. The voice
last
of
name is White?
The voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, but now he's cut out.
Sonic 2 is not going out in Russia. Can you believe that?
Oh, the Sonic 2. Yeah, well, they're cutting him off.
Very fascist.
Fuck the Russians.
I saw guys do the funniest blackface I ever saw was at UCB at Tournament of Nerds, where nerds arguing. These
God,
guys
that sounds exceptionally
yeah, I've
gay.
never encountered.
No, dude, it was
like
great.
that.
Yeah.
It was fucking because it was a midnight show.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody would be lit, and you would say, like, this was right before cancel shit started.
Sure.
So you would come out hard, like saying wild shit. These guys were representing White Chicks, the movie.
Oh, perfect.
So they came out as just themselves in a wig and did kind of a shitty job, like being white chicks. And then for the second round, they came out and pretended that they were Damon and Marlon Wayans taking off the makeup, but they were putting on blackface. And they were like, yeah, this is why. And they were doing like the worst black voice, like explaining why it's funny that they were pretending to be white, but they were smearing fucking blackface
White
on.
chick is fucking hilarious.
And I was in the audience. I said, "This is the most funniest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life." I was looking around, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
That's pretty good.
I came.
We got to bring it back.
No, you can bring it back.
I'm bringing back blackface. I'm going to make it happen.
How about you?
Am I
You
bringing back-
did your tour of.
I've done
duty.
my time. I fought on the front lines of blackface for enough years. Now it's time for a young pup like Vito to take over.
I think now's the time.
I'll see you in blackface
Is it
next
against
week.
the YouTube rules if I do blackface?
Dude, it's against like the
It's
law.
against the-
What if I just make one video where I just don't mention it and I talk about Star Wars?
It's
Just in full
against the
blackface.
Earth rules, I think.
And I go-
wait,
I
this
go,
is
"There's a new Star
definitely
Wars
not
movie coming
against
out.
the
Can you
rules."
believe it? And then everyone goes,
You should.
why did you...
Are you going to do a voice?
No. It'll just be like, perfectly.
What shade of black?
I guess
Yeah, are you
we'll
going to be
have
like
figure that out.
Lando Black, or are you going to be like
What
the
if I
guy
did
in the
Lando
the sequels?
cosplay and then I just go, got a new Lando costume, one of my favorite characters, or Finn? I could be Finn.
Yeah,
Nah,
Finn's his
no
name.
one likes Finn.
Yeah,
He
but
sucks.
like, how black are you going to be? Are you going to be Lando Black or Finn Black?
Which one's?
Finn was
one's
dark.
which?
Blacker.
Finn's darker than Lando.
Yeah.
They should have made Finn blacker. Don't
Yeah.
you think? Like,
Yeah,
so he could blend in
visually
with space.
They
so
should've
he would go like, I'm in. So he could do like,
If he just
where did
closed-
that guy go? If he,
He has to close his mouth and his eyes.
and he like takes his clothes off. He's like, don't worry, fools. I got this. And he strips.
That was a joke in Mystery Men.
Yeah. I love that scene.
That's the funniest fucking movie. God, that movie doesn't get enough credit.
I know. Right. But Finn is like, and then he's thinking
No,
of
I got
something
there.
funny. He's like, don't laugh.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. Then he's like, ha ha. There he is. Ba, 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 ba.
We should be writing Star Wars, I think. I think this is what Disney
I should be
needs.
writing Star Wars. You didn't contribute to that.
Fair enough.
Fucking Matt Damoning me over here or Ben Affleck, whichever one.
Oh, they both contributed equally, I'm sure.
Okay, Keyboard Warriors
Futurama.
fans.
I said Futurama fans, but it really is just the show. Well,
Okay,
no, but
Futurama.
the fans are the problem.
I 100%.
Because they're the reason he keeps coming back. They won't let this fucking thing die, this shitty fan base.
But how can you shit on Hope?
Kind of like Ginsburg.
It's kind of like Ginsburg.
They just wouldn't let it die.
No, that bitch should have offed herself early.
She did.
You think?
Yeah, she was brought
Not
back.
early enough. I'll
That was-
tell you that right now.
No, that was necromancy that kept her around, I'm sure.
Dark magics.
Eating the foreskins.
Well, Hillary and the spirit cooking, they've been keeping a lot of
Of
people
who?
alive for a while.
Foreskins of who?
Yeah, whom? Sorry.
Her name is Ginsburg.
So.
Oh my, what the fuck, where are we going? No, just moving along. What is Ginsburg? What do you mean?
I wish that I had more foreskin every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day I do a penis inspection of myself.
Then you get the smegma.
How
That's awesome.
How much docking do you want to do in your life?
Doc, so it's gay and gross. Like
No,
I
I'm
even
just
suggest
asking.
that I want my penis foreskin back, and both of you guys
would be able to dock if you
said
had the
no. You did
foreskin.
not say you wanted it back. You want more every day. So every day you want like this like
Growing
tube of foreskin hanging off your
I'll
dick.
take it.
Okay.
Are you monkey
That's
pawing
not how
me?
it works?
No, I'm just asking. I'm trying to understand.
Every day I'm sad that I don't have my foreskin. Okay.
Okay, but not like every day you
not
want
someone
more.
else's foreskin.
Well, some
He wants
people
his
want that.
foreskin. I don't
But
want any foreskin.
I'm circumcised. Does that help?
No, I'm just saying, like you said, every day you want more foreskin. So that would necessarily increase the amount of foreskin as days go on.
I guess, yeah.
Eventually it'd be just dragging behind
All right,
you
I'm
as you walk down the
I'm
road.
gouging this bit. It's done.
It's not a bit. I'm just curious.
You don't
All right.
wake up every day and go, damn, I wish I had that fucking foreskin back.
No.
Why not?
I don't know, man. It's
All
just-
kinds of
I don't get there.
sensitivities in you.
You have no
I
idea
have
if
too much
that's actually
sensitivity
real.
already.
I have
Are you
no idea if what?
circumcised?
If that's actually real.
What? You're more
Extra
sensitive?
sensitivity?
Yeah.
What do you mean I have no idea? I have a dick.
Yeah, but you don't know what your dick would have felt like with the foreskin.
I know that it would be more sensitive.
You have more shit to
You
play
don't know
with.
that.
Well, okay.
Riley,
How
do
could
have
you?
your foreskin?
You would only know it if, as an
I
adult,
know
you
that
got
I shut my
circumcised.
eyes if I feel like, oh God, shut my eyes, get it out of here. If my dick had eyelids, it would be more sensitive. Does that not make sense?
Oh.
Wait, but your eyes are more sensitive without the eyelids.
No, they would toughen up.
You don't know
Look,
that.
Nick, if
Come
you
on.
saw my dick, you would understand.
I'm not
It
doing
looks like
this.
a leather. It looks like a football. It looks like the tip of a football.
That's embarrassing for you.
Is it?
I don't know.
I'm staying out of this. I have no idea.
You don't
where
ever
you're
wish
going
like,
with
oh man, I wish I had.
No,
that
you've asked me that
foreskin back.
multiple
Here we go.
times,
I
and
can
I've
solve this.
confirmed
We need a
multiple
neutral party.
times.
But see,
Vito,
both-
Vito can look at a picture of your dick and tell me.
Someone in the chat tell me.
Okay, I'll show you a picture of my dick.
Foreskin
Yeah.
owners in the chat, if you love it, if every day you wake up,
Nah, because
and stick your finger under there and rub it around
but they
a little
wouldn't
bit.
know either. You have to be an adult who get.
Well, yeah,
one
but
of
they
the
would
chat-
know if they're
No,
happy.
We can solve this.
Yeah.
Look, some chat
give me my
member
foreskin.
with a foreskin needs to go in and get circumcised for the show,
We need a Jewish convert.
and they need to find out if they're more or less sensitive.
Now they'll
after.
lie about it though,
Why would they lie about it?
because they got fucking circumcised. That's why all circumcised people lie about it. They're like, oh well, I didn't fuck up.
Yeah.
I just have no penis.
I wonder if circumcised men are
How
more
bad was
likely
your
to
circumcision?
become dribblers. Do you think circumcised men are more likely to dribble to come?
Okay. That's the end of the show.
Thank you.
Go to vote at biggestproblem.show.
Bread tacos.
Nick, do you want to plug your little show while you're here?
Why do you get to insult this show? A little show.
Look, I have
It's like a whole fucking problem. You want to plug your little show? That was way more dismissive and shitty.
I have a little show on YouTube called Rekieta Law. Come check it out, or you can check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Rekieta Law.
All right.
I'm 500 followers away from doing a yoga thought stream in yoga pants.
No,
So
don't do that.
I'm 100% going to do it.
Are they going to see if you're circumcised or not on that show?
I don't think my dick's going to be out.
You're going to be wearing yoga pants, though.
Yeah, but
How many subs for you to eat a sloppy Subway sub? Extra mayo.
oh, I get that on every sub. I'm a white guy. I love mayo.
Extra mayo?
Extra mayonnaise for me, please.
Yeah, that would be. Oh.
Okay. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. We're doing voicemails now. Ready?
Yes.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say Putin is based.
Yeah.
Fuck Ukraine.
Yeah.
Fuck Europe. Fuck
Okay.
NATO. Fuck America. Fuck Vito.
Yep.
And most of all, fuck Jenny's. Vote down Putin. Vote up Jenny's.
Jenny's?
Jannies.
Jannies.
Yeah.
Oh, like moderators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hate them.
What do you think about that? He said
I think,
fuck Vito.
oh, well, he's got a lot to say. Can you not queue up everyone that says fuck Vito? It's like fuck
That's
Vito
all there
1,
are.
fuck Vito 2. All right.
I read a negative
fuck Vito
comment about
3,
me.
Point MP3.
Why don't you bring in a comment if you're so fucking worried
All right,
about...
Just play the fucking thing.
Hey, this is a voicemail for both of you guys, Vito and Dick. This show, man, I just love this show. You guys got it. Perfect chemistry. You agree
this is
on all
good
the
for
right
you, Vito.
things. You disagree on all the writer things. Just keep going. Even if you guys hate each other a little bit on the inside, just suck it the fuck up.
I don't hate
man,
Vito at all.
because what you guys got going is great. Love the show.
What a nice voicemail.
That was a little gay.
Yeah. It was like
he's probably being sarcastic.
No, he wasn't being sarcastic. He loves us, Dick. Probably likes me more because of what I bring to the show.
Maybe you should send him a dick pic.
I could. Maybe he can cut my head
you know
off.
what? If you want a dick pic from me, just let me know. I'll send you a dick pic.
Thank you for the lovely voicemail.
I'll send you one.
Don't you dare. You fucking send
I'll
me
send you one every day.
I'll send you a hand.
Vito,
grenade,
great
you piece of
co-host,
shit.
right next to Vito, mouthpiece for U.S. State Department. I love the titles of these.
You know what? I want a black everything. I want a black Wonder Woman.
Yep.
I want a black Batman. I want a black Superman.
Black
I
man.
want it all. I want to piss everybody off. Because you know what? It doesn't fucking matter if you care what color a fictional character is.
Thank you.
I don't care. You know what?
But
I
he
want
does
a movie
care.
about the Ku Klux Klan where
Everyone's black.
fucking member
Yeah.
is black.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's what
That'd be
I
great.
want.
Doesn't mean doesn't mean anything.
Black
right?
Klan.
Everybody. I
Black
want
Klan.
Everybody black in every
Black
movie.
Klansman
Yeah.
exists
Who the
as a
fuck
movie.
cares?
What's it about?
A Black Klansman.
No, that's not what it's about.
I didn't watch this shit.
It's about a black police officer who poses as a Klansman
a
over
black
the
Klansman.
phone.
Sure. Okay.
And then he sends in his white colleague to pretend to be him, and they infiltrate the Klan. And David Duke is played by
David Duke?
Topher Grace.
Oh.
Oh,
They should have
really?
gotten David
From,
Duke to do the role.
That 70s show.
That's
Makes
cool.
a rare return.
That was nice of them to cast.
They are making a black Superman, by the way, and I'm excited.
They already did that. It was called Steel with Shaquille O'Neal.
No, that's not Superman. That's
It's
Steel.
based on the
Nah, it's
Superman
not the same.
successor,
That wasn't.
Steel.
No,
No,
yeah,
that
exactly.
was garbage.
Superman's successor.
Well, he fucking died. It's not my fault that he died. I remember when
Did
it
he come
happened.
back? Is Steel still dead in the comics?
No, not Steel dying. Superman
died and then he came back. Okay.
What kind
I
of?
thought you were saying Steel died.
What is he? What color sun does Black Superman get his powers from?
None. He wears a reflective suit.
He's really not a Kryptonian. He's just a guy with a cool metal suit.
Oh,
He has a suit where he literally reflects all sunlight.
oh wow, that's pretty black.
Yeah. It's his metal suit.
Send me that magic card.
His skin absorbs all
one I wanna
sunlight.
listen
That's
to
the
it later.
melanin.
Hey, Vito, I really love you.
Shit.
You're like really
Jesus
great. You're a
Christ.
great co-host. And my favorite thing is when a voicemailer calls in, they're shitting all of you. And you try to debate them, you fucking retard. I can't talk.
Fuck
can't
you.
Fucking
Shut
talk
the
back
fuck
to
up.
you. Because I'm a voicemail, you
Yeah, I
stupid
know.
retard.
So
you
I'm shitting
fat
on you because you
fucking
can't do
Guido,
anything about
you
it.
piece
Shut the
of
fuck
shit.
up.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, you
Fucking
piece of
fight
shit.
me,
You're a
piece of
fucking
shit.
moron. Never leave a voicemail again.
I think the voicemail won.
That was a good.
He was a better debater than you. That was embarrassing.
There. No, I nailed it.
He
Okay.
didn't even get to hear your response, and he still had better
That
responses.
guy's an idiot.
To yours.
I like the previous callers who said how great I am. And I'm going to just listen to them.
Hey, dipshit. I'm
Hi.
talking to you, Vito.
Yeah.
You literally sound like a mouthpiece for the State Department. Are you a
Yes.
fan of coups? Well,
Yes.
the U.S. backed a coup in
Couscous?
I love
2014 to
couscous.
change the Ukrainian government so they wouldn't make deals with Russia.
Oh.
Since the coup, they have killed 14,000 people in the Donbass region.
Yeah.
The Ukrainian government did, not Russia. And this was a response to them constantly bombing them.
What do you think about that?
Also,
Propaganda. This is
what
not
is
true.
the acceptable amount of Nazi militias a country should be allowed to have integrated into their National Guard?
I'm pro-integration.
Just wondering.
Hey, man, I'm all about
Stay
free
off of Reddit,
speech.
you dumb
As many
bitch.
Nazi militias as you
Love
want.
you, Dick.
I don't care.
Go
What
fuck
about
yourself.
how they bombed all of the Donbass guys?
Those guys were fucking around.
What about his
Okay, I agree.
advice to
That's
stay
cool.
off of Reddit? What do you think about that?
What, the Ukrainian president or me?
You.
Was I not supposed to be on Reddit?
He
No.
told you to stay off of Reddit.
I don't do anything on Reddit except tell the fans they're pieces of shit.
Okay, one more. You want this magic cards on? I don't know
Well, you can
if
just send that to me
that's
for later, unless you want to play it.
Do you know what it is?
I love magic cards. I mean, I'm just excited to hear. someone talk
You
about
want it
magic
sent to you
cards.
privately?
Yeah, I want to know what he said about magic cards.
You're acting like you know what it is, but it's like a secret message.
Well, maybe it is. All right, just play it then.
Hey, I'm catching up on Biggest Problem and some 2 episodes behind. Vito's talking about paying a premium on magic cards at a local game shop.
Yes.
And it just reminded me of going to a local game shop up here in Portland, and I bought
He's from
some
Portland no longer. He
miniatures
likes Vito.
and took them home. And then I was reading the box, and I realized that the miniatures were made of resin and not they were
pewter.
not die-cast.
Not
which is what
die-cast.
I thought I had bought.
Classic
So I
problem.
went right back to the store and I brought them back. And and they refused to refund my purchase. They would only give me
refunds. That's a good problem.
That's a good problem.
The box is still wrapped in the cellophane with the same price tag on it from that store.
Yeah.
That's
they refused
bullshit.
to refund my purchase. So yeah, fuck
local game stores,
local business.
local businesses in general.
Bye.
All local businesses suffer, subways and game stores alike.
Okay.
Well, guys, what a show. Fantastic. Bridges have been mended. Much like
What bridge has been mended?
Much like the corpus callosum connects the left and right hemisphere, we have reached left to right across the aisle and come to an understanding.
Were you nervous when you knew that Nick was going to be here?
I just was like, is this problem going to be again obesity or something? Because I didn't prepare a Nick specific.
Do you think obesity is a problem?
Do you think I need to? Of course. Do you think I need to tell people that obesity is a problem?
Well, no, but you could get easy points. Obviously,
that's the only reason why you were nervous about Nick being here.
Because I didn't prepare. I was like, was I supposed to prepare a Nick specific bit? But thankfully,
that's the only reason. Not like because you said all those things.
No,
you're like, oh man,
what's gonna? Is he? I knew. What is he gonna do? Punch me in the face?
What if
he still has time to do so.
Like, what if I was just mad?
There's still plenty of time.
What if you hurt his feelings?
Plenty of time. If I've hurt your feelings, Nick.
Yeah. What happened if you hurt my feelings?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. If I hurt your feelings, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Fair enough.
Now you're being a key.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sorry. Why would he shouldn't be sorry either?
It's not sorry. It's fun. It's fun to be on the internet.
I take no offense. Like I literally don't care.
No.
So it's cool.
And I love
you don't have to be sorry about it.
I love the little streams you're doing. They're cute. Let's. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around.
How do you feel about the Friday Night Tights guys?
I mean, I hate the content they make. And I think
how can you hate it? It's just like 10 people talking and having a good time. It's it's what we all want the world to be.
Sure, but they have really shitty takes, and they know nothing about movies.
Oh,
they're ruining our ability to talk about movies. And
I should have brought in the sophisticated listener.
That's very possible.
You fucked it up with your bread thing and your V gouges or whatever you were talking about.
I forgot. I literally drank enough whiskey to forget, and I didn't drink that much.
We'll come back in.
Okay.
Come in anytime.
Call in at some point.
I always come inside.
Pincalo the Driving Ape sends us a poop emoji. Great discourse, Pincalo. For 5, he also says, amazing. Vito walked into that like the kids walking into their classroom. I believe that is a Sandy Hook callback. Echo Chambers show for 2 says, Vito is so PHAT, he can't stop eating his foot. Fat is good. That means I'm fly. Baron Julius von Brunk for 2 says, I'd buy that for $1. Eric Gare for 2 says, need cleaning recommendations for my World War II flags. Got to bleach those things, get the colors out. Les White for 2 says, just for you, Nick, unbreaded. Podacious for 10. These breaded guys definitely have written cuck articled. I assume he means cuck articles.
Never assume what the chat means.
Plucks Pickles for 5. Vito, we will donate more if you start an OnlyFans. I'll show my feet. I don't care. Death Trout for 5. Nick, how bad is Vito's gravitational pull affecting you right now? Get over here.
I'm strapped into the chair. It's fine.
We had to put a buckle around him. Peter R for 10. Careful, Nick. Sitting that close to Vito, it's almost guaranteed you'll catch the stupid. He's got a terminal case of the stupids too, as evidenced by his vote for Biden. Thank you, Peter.
That's the nicest insult I've ever read. You got a case of the stupids.
I had a case of the stupids.
Terminal.
And he gave us $10 to let me know that. Shinshan for 20 says, you are wrong, Nick. Waterworld is still the best Kevin Costner movie.
Jesus Christ.
Make sure you guys drink too much tonight. Did Drex bail on Road Rage?
He did. He's not here.
Cock suck.
Giant pussy.
What a disappointment. To be fair, for 5, of course the government lifts the vaccine mandate garbage. Shut up. Don't fucking... Did I say it?
You did.
I suck cocks. All right. Of course the government lifts... I said it. The government lifts the vaccine mandate garbage right before the $2.99 road rage, making me miss it for nothing. Vito voted for this. Wait, what happened?
He didn't come because of the mandates or something.
And now the mandates are gone.
Gone.
Oh, that's how they get you.
It's your fault.
It is my fault. I voted for it.
They should have lifted them earlier.
This is Hunter Biden's fault. Chris Webb for 5.
I just want to know why he has all that money. Why he thinks he has all that money.
Why don't you fucking ask him? I don't know. I don't know. You come to me with like 50 fucking conspiracy theories about Hunter Biden did a thing.
Very sensitive about
Biden's
this.
in the CIA sent Nazis into Donbass. I don't care. You sort it out. You sort it out.
Wouldn't you agree that people who get hyper defensive about things that like they shouldn't know might actually know something? I mean,
yeah.
It seems like Vito being like, look, just fucking ask him.
Me and Hunter Biden are best friends. We're gonna hang out with
odd
Subway Jared and have him make weird sandwiches.
If he invites his cousin or niece over, please just leave immediately.
What was the girl who took showers and didn't like it?
That was his niece.
All of them. Women hate getting wet.
No, I meant Biden's family specifically. And we're going down a rabbit hole. Random username for Vive. USA is funding N's Salon. Who is N? .com. Oh, you can go to salon.com/ the U.S. backing neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Okay, well, we'll have to check that out.
There you go.
Al Hunt for 5. Vito beats around the bush so much to sack up and name names. All right, well, I named some names.
I know.
I said I hope Ralph mends some bridges.
What bridges?
Just, he's fighting with a lot of different people.
Like Medicare? You hope he mends that bridge?
Well, I don't think Medicare wants to mend that. Medicare doesn't want to be friends with anybody, and that's fine.
No,
that's his choice.
he does. He's a regular guy. He likes anime. He
specifically said, I'm not friends with anybody. And
yeah, like when a chick says, I totally don't want to suck your cock tonight. That means, she's totally off limits.
I think Medicare is his own man, but there's other people who I think Ralph.
Medicare likes anime. So
I know he likes anime.
He likes intense relationships and friendships.
That's true. He should like the power of friendship. It is a central theme.
I don't buy that no internet friend shit. Sorry.
I also don't buy that. I have plenty of internet
I understand it, but
no,
I don't buy it. He was being nice. He was trying to help Ralph.
Well, he's trapped in his house, so maybe he feels the need to continue.
I didn't know that shit, that he was
himself.
that makes me think about that whole,
He's super fucking sick, yeah.
I didn't know, that makes me feel weird about the whole our COVID debate, too.
Yeah, when you shit all over him for hours.
I don't see it that way.
Well,
it's really rude of you. Like, this is a sick guy who's out there. He's concerned about leaving his house because he might get, someone might literally kill him. And you're like, you pussy. I listen to that. You're like, you fucking pussy. You just leave your house.
Just go
you
out
piece
and
of
die,
shit.
you cancer patient. All right.
That was a little insensitive.
Maybe
of you.
dial it back.
How did you not know about that?
I don't know. I'm not up everyone's ass all the time about their fucking medical shit.
You're kind of being a bit of a keyboard warrior there.
I said it right to his face.
Yeah, I bet if you saw Medicare in real life, you wouldn't cough in his face, you fucking pussy.
I'm covered with disease. He shouldn't get anywhere near me. Don't you think that made a difference? Like, oh shit, you have autoimmune stuff? Ooh.
I think we should have.
Makes a huge difference on how you approach an issue for yourself, for sure.
Yeah.
All this social drama that's been going on, everybody fucking with it. We need social bankruptcy. Where when you have fucked up and driven away so many people, you get to go, I declare social bankruptcy.
All of my debts are
unpaid.
Everyone say it by going, I declare social bankruptcy.
And everyone has to give you, they go, all right, he gets one. And then
how many do you get?
Because you get one.
You get a lot of regular bankruptcy.
You get one, like every 5 years or something?
No, you can do them all the time.
You can do one. I thought there was like a 4-year waiting period between bankruptcy.
Well, it's hard to get.
Then what?
It's hard to get more debt.
You just rack up more debts.
It's hard to get debt with the existing bankruptcy. That's what makes it difficult to get another one.
I think at this point there should be a global social bankruptcy where we all agree to reset all grudges, all slates. You know. Maybe maybe if they killed your kid, you can hold on to that one. But
I feel kind of bad for that argument now after listening to that.
You kind of are a piece of shit.
You're a bad man.
I debated someone who was just retarded. Like he didn't have any autoimmune issues. And he's like, yeah, we should lock people in their houses and shoot them if they come out. And I was like, well, that's a little strong of a position for me. Personally.
Let's bang the rest of these out. Flip and Dip for 10 says, for being the most liberal.
We're fucking boring you, me and Nick talking about.
I don't want to drag the fucking thing on.
Whose show is this, Dick?
It's my show. For being the most liberal of you three, Vito casually says the most racist stuff. Yeah, of course.
Because
liberals are allowed to be racist. Yeah. Let's see. Rare steak cubes for 5. Vito should have a laugh track. Maybe his jokes would be funny. Well, fuck you. Fraud for 5. Shout out to
Frode.
Frode?
Don't call him fraud. It's Frode.
It's fraud. You pronounce it fraud.
For 5, shout out to Bag of Schmidt. I wish he could have been there at the zoo today. I saw lots of bears, kangaroos, and even an elephant. Wow, so cool. Crazy.
That's cool.
Echo Chamber Show for 10. Make Nick describe his peanut butter and jelly triple decker, but in a Kermit voice. We're not doing that. Robert Davidson for 5. Good show, Nick and Dick. What the fuck is that?
He forgot you. He forgot you.
Piece of shit.
No, because they have a text limit. Like you can only put in so many characters.
You could have put a V in there. Shin Chan again for 5. Mystery Men with Kel Mitchell, Nick, and Dick has redeemed themselves on movies. Dick is wrong on Norm Macdonald, though. Norm was the best comedian. I agree.
No, John Rivers was the best comedian of all time.
You don't like Norm Macdonald?
He doesn't. He likes him, but he doesn't elevate him.
Did you see Dirty Work?
That's a horrible movie.
Fucking great.
No, Dirty Work is dumb. And everyone, that was the worst part of Norm dying, is everyone saying Dirty Work is good. It wasn't good.
Dirty Work was
fucking
always
dumb.
good. No, it's great.
No, it was.
God damn it! Don't make me agree with Vito.
See, this is your friend.
God.
Sometimes the center left.
They wasted Shooter McGavin. He did his dumb talking into the recorder bit from Saturday Night Live. I was like, come on, man. Happy Gilmore was a good fucking movie. Billy Madison was a good fucking movie. Dirty Work,
good fucking movie.
Abortion.
Wow.
I can't believe you.
Whatever. All Dick does is talk shit about comedians. Tell him what you think about Bob Saget.
He died from the cure.
No. Baron Julius von Brunk for 2. Having a foreskin is superior. Prove me wrong. Reddit silver member for 5. That reminds me of the joke Vito told. There's no son for Black Superman to get. I never told this joke. I'm going to put that right there. I will read the joke, but it is not my joke.
Superman gets his powers from the son that abandoned him.
There's no son for Black Superman to get his powers from because he abandoned it.
Other way around.
Do not clip that.
The other way around.
And well, that's what he said. Hit refresh. Let me check if there's any new ones.
Do you have to do this on your show, Nick? Read all these super chats?
No, I'm better at managing super chats than you.
What do you mean?
We do
better.
Go to your other fucking page. Go to the live streaming page.
We'll go there in 2 seconds.
Click on there. Click on viewer activity.
No, because it doesn't bring them all up. We keep missing.
What the fuck is viewer activity?
Right down next to analytics.
That one next to analytics. I swear we missed some.
Why are you repeating what he said?
No, but I'm saying, I swear when we do viewer activity, some of them go missing.
Where?
Only
analytics?
Okay. Yeah, next to analytics, right there.
Right there. Okay. So the only ones that it misses are the ones that come in before the stream starts, and if you refresh, and if you don't have it open like now.
You have to have that open the whole time?
What did you need analytics open the whole time?
Yeah, I
want to see how many people are watching.
You have current viewers right there.
500 people are watching?
We're doing it.
540 people are watching.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
That's a lot of people.
Biggestproblem.show. To vote on the problems, please vote. Let us know which problems were good and which were bad. And patreon.com/biggestproblem. We have bonus episodes you can listen to.
Wait, read that shit from Slagless.
From Slagless for 5, the guy Nick debated spoke at AFPAC about how evil the lockdowns
That
are.
motherfucker, that piece of... Oh, God damn it.
Why did that guy suck?
That was the debate that we had right at the beginning of COVID. And I'm like, no, these lockdowns are bullshit. This is right after Governor Bashir in Kentucky. Remember that guy? He leaves the house. Andy Bashir, I think it's his name. The guy leaves the hospital in Kentucky right at the beginning of COVID. The hospital calls up and is like, "Oh, you might have COVID."
I sent a bunch of cops to his house.
Yes, so they locked him in his house. And I'm like, "Hey, that's fucking fascistic nonsense. We don't do that in the U.S." And this guy's like, "No, we got to do it. COVID's going to kill us all." And I'm like, "Wait, so what are the cops supposed to do if the guy leaves his house?" And they're like, "Well, tell him to go back inside." What if he doesn't?
Shoot him in the head. Yeah.
They're like, "Shoot him." And I'm like,
he's a carrier.
Are you fucking
patient zero?
Are you kidding me? And he's like, "No, we got to do
apocalypse rules."
So that guy's at AFPAC. You want a fucking grifter? God damn!
You're mad as a grifter.
Why aren't you at AFPAC?
Why?
Come on.
I have a simple reason I'm not at AFPAC. I actually have children.
Yeah.
I'm actually saving the white race.
Yeah, what is that all about?
You're the original trad. You're not the fake.
The only way to save the right ways is to have children. Like, all right, guys, we got to have it. And then in
none of them
20
do.
years,
none of them do.
Saved.
That's
You're pitting white people having kids over Mexicans' ability to have kids? Good fucking luck.
Spider Eternal
over
for 2.
AFPAC's
My dad has 72 cousins.
Real quick, Spider Eternal for 2 says, I'm not snipped. Women love it. I love it. Recommended. Well, that's a vote.
You guys got all fucking uncomfortable when I said like it's better to be uncircumcised.
Why don't you go get one put back on?
You can't. I've looked into a device.
You looked into that?
Yeah, I've looked into a device that's like a thing that tugs your wiener skin.
No, not a tug. Like, what if
you can't get a transplant of your foreskin?
You just need like 3 or 4 donors.
Foreskins? No,
because they're very
it's all
young.
Fucking Frankenstein cock. But it's all messed up.
That's Cockenstein. That's a sales pitch right there.
Everyone watching, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know, it really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button.
That's what Cutie should have been about.
What?
Circumcising. This guy's crazy idea to cut little boys' penises off.
Don't subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Patreon.
Subscribe everywhere. Common Weeb for 2 asks, why is paypig.org locked?
I don't know. Probably because it's annoying running a service for anyone for free speech. Because
is it locked?
I might have done that. People sign up to do free speech and they just all right.
What did you think was
a waste of time?
All right, we got one more in here. Scroll down. Mike Hunt.
I can't scroll down, Nick.
Scroll down.
Look. Asshole.
And Nick's idea of
zoom out.
Go to this separate page.
I'm sorry that you have vision problems.
Now. We had a perfect system going, and Nick comes in, tries to big
Is that better?
What did you
zoom
do?
out.
How are you bad
at 200%?
You're zooming in.
Way.
Which way am I supposed to zoom?
Minus. Control. Oh my God. Dick is zooming in tremendously. Control minus.
Don't you think it's funny? The swiper no swiping? It's still funny.
Yeah, it's good shit. Just go back to the page we were on. This page is terrible anyway.
I'm trying to zoom out. Look, I'm scrolling down.
Okay, then it's broken. Then go back to the other page so I can read the super chats.
I love that you
look.
I'm one of the top super chat performers in the world. I'm telling you,
you're doing it wrong. It doesn't just because you get a lot of them doesn't mean you're good at finding them.
I read all of them.
All right,
zoom out for the love of God.
I did zoom out.
This is embarrassing.
Look,
go to the other page.
What do you want me to press?
Control minus.
I want you to press the trigger.
There, that does it. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Go to 100% and see what happens. All right, it's fucking broken. So just go to the
fucking
down.
Amazing. Oh, wow.
Wait, click the scroll bar.
Fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Click the scroll bar on the right thing.
How do you fuck?
Oh, how did I fuck that up?
Maximize the window.
Fucking
maximize the window.
Go back to the window we were on. It was working perfectly. All right, it worked now if you maximize it. Don't make it smaller. I can't read it. God damn it. Mike Hunt for 5 says bringing back Hank Scorpio is like adding black elves to Lord of the Rings. Thank you, Mike. Well, gentlemen, we've said it all. We've said it all.
Thanks for being on the show, Nick.
Anytime.
Fuck.
You're finally on a Biggest Problem episode. Isn't that kind of funny?
It's very weird.
After 7 years.
This started all of it in some stupid way. Me yelling at Maddox in the comments about homeowners associations and why he's retarded has now led to this.
It's all come full
retarded.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to vote. Biggestproblem.show.
Peace.
Boop.
And the